That's why I can't get on my phone during class.
That's why. How do they realize that? I don't know.
I only dress so fast.
Oh, is it?
Well, you take off later, but I'd rather you. What you gonna do? Could have been in the program. I mean, you could have been outside. Thanks, they told you what.
I took her for a while and so
You don't want to be a nurse either. So you doing that.
I was like, you want me to do what? That's what I was like, you want me to do what now? And I walked out of there, I was like, yeah, I'm done with this.
That ain't I ain't being a nurse. It's not too mean to be a nurse. Somebody told me what to do, I was like, no, be yourself.
Yeah.
Get on. I didn't see it, but they were saying I got here. We'll be glad to let you take me. Wow.
Yes.
Do you need that?
great memories I have here. I will miss the friends I made and the great teachers that have taught me. I will always love PA, and I'm so thankful for all the people that helped me along my journey. PA will always be like a second home to me. Thank you to all the staff and faculty that have been with me for the great 14 years I've been here. Thank you, Pickens Academy family. After graduation, Clark plans to attend the University of Alabama and major in business. Senior Clark Gibson. Senior Cole Gibson of Aliceville is the son of Ike and Tammy Gibson and the grandson of Jimmy and Carolyn Fikes. He has participated in football, basketball, and baseball for 4 years. He is on the AB Honor Roll, a member of the National Honor Society and National English Society. Cole is involved in the Industrial Maintenance Program at Pickens County College and Career Center, SGA, Interact, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Skills USA, and the Aliceville First Baptist Youth Group. Cole's fondest memory at PA was winning the AISA State Championship in baseball. After graduation, Cole plans to attend the University of Alabama. Senior Cole Gibson. Senior Taylor Grace Hewitt of Gordo, Alabama, is the daughter of Philip and Cheryl Hewitt and the granddaughter of Tommy and Debbie Hewitt, Bruce and Debbie Doty, Betty Cameron and the late Bubba Cameron, John T. and Michelle Faison. She has cheered for Pickens Academy for 4 years. Taylor Grace has been involved in Interact, SGA, and Sold Out Youth Group at Gordo First Methodist. Taylor will mostly miss going to Miss Dean's every other day talking about what is happening in life and leaving the family that she has made at PA. After graduation, Taylor Grace plans to attend Paul Mitchell Beauty School to get a degree in cosmetology. Senior Taylor Grace. Senior Millie James of Reform is the daughter of Bubba and Danielle James and the granddaughter of Roger and Robin Minton, Roger and Rebecca James, and the late Sarah James. She has participated in band for 7 years, where she is currently the trumpet section leader. Millie is SGA president and senior class treasurer. She is on the powerlifting team, the A Honor Roll, a member of the National Honor Society, Nu Alpha Theta, National English Honor Society, and Girls State Delegate. She is involved in the Scholars Bowl and the math teams, Interact, and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. She is a member of First Baptist Church of Reform, where she is active in the youth group. Millie loves Pickens Academy and feels that no matter where life takes her, she will be proud to call it home. Millie plans to attend Troy University next fall. Senior Millie James. Senior Aiden Johnson of Carrollton is the son of Cornelia Smith and Jimmy Johnson. He has played football for 5 years, baseball for 6 years, and basketball for 2 years. Aiden is on the AB Honor Roll. He was SGA president his senior year and is now serving as SGA vice president. He is a member of the National Honor Society and the National English Society and was a delegate to Boys State. Aiden is involved in the Industrial Maintenance Program at Pickens County College and Career Center, Interact, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and Skills USA. His fondest memory at PA is winning the state championship in baseball. Senior Aiden Johnson. Senior Clint Junkin of Gordo is the son of John and Angie Junkin and the grandson of Ronnie Junkin and the late Carolyn Junkin, Barry, and Teresa Stripling. He has played football for 5 years, basketball for 4 years, and golf for 2 years. Clint is on the AB Honor Roll and is involved in Interact, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Skills USA, and SGA. Clint's fondest memory is playing sports at Pickens Academy. After graduation, Clint plans to attend the Alabama Fire College. Senior Clint Junkin. Senior Ethan Robert McGee of Carrollton is the son of Jody and Ashley McGee and the grandson of Barry and Denise Beck. He has participated in football for 5 years, basketball for 2 years, baseball for 4 years, and golf for 1 year. Ethan is on the AB Honor Roll and a member of the Mu Alpha Theta. He is on the Scholars Bowl and math teams and is involved in the agricultural program at Pickens County College and Career Center, Interact, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and Vice President of the Pickens County FFA. Ethan is a member of the Ignite Ministries Youth Group. One thing Ethan will miss about PA is the teachers and the students, and most of all, ag class with Coach White. After graduation, Ethan plans to study automotive technology. Senior Ethan McGee. Senior Hunter Lowry of Carrollton is the son of David and Kelly Lowry and the grandson of William and Linda Brooke, Clinton Lowry, and George and Kay Shaw. Hunter has participated in football for 5 years, basketball and baseball for 4 years, and powerlifting for 6 years. Hunter is a member of the National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, and the National English Honor Society. Hunter is a member of the Scholars Bowl and math team. He is involved in the Industrial Maintenance Program at Pickens County College and Career Center, Interact, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Skills USA, and the Stanzel Baptist Youth Group. To Hunter, Pickens Academy means friendship bonds that will last a lifetime and always having a crew in your corner for everything you do. After graduation, Hunter plans to attend the University of West Alabama and pursue a career in kinesiology. Senior Hunter Lowry. Senior Clay Moore of Aliceville is the son of Jesse Moore and Leslie Moore and the grandson of Kim Moore, Annie Sakara, Linda Gillen, and Dual Allen. He has participated in football, basketball, and baseball for 4 years. Clay is senior class president on the AB Honor Roll and a member of the National Honor Society and National English Society, and a delegate to Boys State. Clay has been vice president of the SGA and currently serves as the historian. He is involved in the Industrial Maintenance Program at the Pickens County College and Career Center, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Interact, and Skills USA. Clay's fondest memory at PA is all the whoopings from Coach White. Senior Clay Moore. Senior Robert Pierce of Gordo is the son of Greg and Elizabeth Pierce and the grandson of Edith Pierce, the late Robert Earl Pierce, Bernardo, and Claudia Martinez. He has participated in band for 6 years and baseball for 2 years. Robert is on the honor roll, a member of Interact, the National Honor Society,
BVR. Hey, sir.
and the National English Society.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. You okay?
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good.
Good. Well,
we're
close here.
They're
doing senior day, so or senior night. So I think they got one more to go, and then we'll just bring it on. I got a little coaches interview that I'm going to do. So we'll once we get on the air, then I'll just interview the coaches interview or introduce the coaches interview, and then we'll go from there.
All right. Are you let me know when you're about ready.
Okay.
I think you're gonna have to hang up and you call me back, 'cause I think I have to hit the 2511 button on this thing before I pick the phone up.
Okay. All right. That'll be fine.
All right. So just give me a call right back.
I will do that. Yes, sir. Fellowship of Christian Athletes and the Stanzel Baptist Youth Group. After graduation, Trey plans on attending Alabama Fire College. Trey says, at Pickens Academy, we are a family that never gives up. Senior Trey Woods. is for our.
All right, I'm about to bring it to you.
Okay.
Hey everybody, it's Brett Eldridge, and that was my brand new song called Songs About You. You're in Hot Country 105.
And welcome everybody for tonight's football game on WBZR 105.9 FM in Atmore. And you also may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube as we get set to bring you high school football. It'll be the Escambia Academy Cougars against the Pickens Academy Pirates tonight. We're in Carrollton, Alabama, which is way north of the Atmore area, and we're a little bit east of Tuscaloosa in Pickens County. And so we've got tonight's game. This is a big game in Class 2A Region 2 for the AISA football season, because this game right here, whether it be Pickens Academy or the Escambia Academy Cougars, this could decide a playoff spot. Well, it actually will decide a playoff spot tonight, depending on who wins this ball game. EA could qualify for the playoffs. Pickens Academy could qualify for the playoffs, but it will be left up to the winner. So this is a big game as we get set to play this one tonight. Pickens Academy, the Pirates, they're head coached by Michael Smith. Their school colors are Columbia blue, red, and white. They have a 2-4 record so far. They're 0-1 in the region, and this is, as I said, this is a big region game for the Pirates tonight and also for the Escambia Academy Cougars. Now, last week for the Pirates, they lost to Jackson Academy by a score of 46-0. They are 0-1 in Class 2A Region 2, and it's a 5-team region, so the top 4 teams in the region qualify for playoff berths. So the winner of this ball game could very well end up being that number 4 team in Region 2 in Class 2A and AISA and qualify for a playoff berth, which would be several weeks down the road. So it's a big game for both of these teams tonight. We're almost ready to go. Before the game, we got an opportunity to talk to Coach Billups with Escambia Academy's Cougars, and we'll hear what Coach Billups had to say about this ball game as we get ready to play this one tonight. Here with Coach Billups of Escambia Academy before tonight's big region game here in Carrollton, Alabama against Pickens Academy, the Pirates. Coach, 2 big wins after taking over the program. You're in a good place, and but this game means a lot. It really does. On paper, in your mind, you got to know that a win here could pretty much lock you up a spot in the playoffs. Do the kids know as much as we do? Have they
yes,
been?
Sir.
So they know.
They know how big of a game it is. You really don't try and hype it up too much, because then it gets in their head and they start making mistakes and thinking too much. You just got to get them out there ready to play.
Well, but you want that little bit of edge to them too, and that's the most important. You know, the thing that's been most incredible since you took the program over is the change in the attitude, it looks like, on the field of the kids. The kids have really been playing hard, and I feel like more than likely we're just going to go ahead and say it, that's an attributed to the way you lead them.
Yes,
and
sir.
so that's really important. I mean, what in your mind is how have you had an opportunity to turn this around so quickly?
Well, I tell them pretty much every day, attitude is everything. Only you can choose your attitude. I mean, if you do something that makes me angry, you did it. I didn't do it. So you pick my attitude. I got to pick my own attitude. If you believe in them, they'll believe in themselves. That's half the battle there. So if they believe in themselves, they can do just about anything.
Well, I agree with that. You got to accentuate the positive, and especially when you're dealing with anything from 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old kids by the time they get to be seniors, is you've really got to accentuate that positive outlook on everything, and they'll buy in, and I really think that this team has, and they've been the last couple of games that we've had, they've been really fun to watch, and I just hope that they will continue with tonight, playing hard for you. On offense tonight, are we going to change anything we've been doing, or?
No, sir.
What about defensively? What are we going to have to stop against this bunch?
The run. They're going to run the wing tee, so we're going Got to stop the run.
Hey, I've been around the wing tee for quite a lot of stuff. You know, one of the coaching methods they always told us, because I played a little linebacker back in the days, they always told us, follow the guards, and they'll lead you to the football.
They'll lead you to the football every time.
That's right. Well, Coach, it sounds like you guys are ready. It is a big game. I mean, this win means a lot for this program and for this team, and I just want to wish you good luck. Anything you want to say as we get out of this interview?
Go Cougars.
Go Cougars.
Yes, sir.
Good to see you, Coach.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. And that was, of course, Coach Billups with the Escambia Academy Cougars as we got set just a few minutes ago down on the field while the Cougars were warming up. And this is going to be a big night. It's senior night here in Carrollton for Pickens Academy. It's a big game for both teams, as we've already talked about. The winner of this game could basically lock up a spot in the playoffs at the end of the year. So a lot of excitement built around this game tonight, and we're looking forward to bringing it to you here on this Friday night, the first Friday night in the month of October. So we're getting into the late time of the season. I think the last regular season Friday night will be on the 30th of October. So we're into October now, working our way toward the end of the season, and then once we get into November, in order to play in November, you got to win tonight. So with that being said, we're about 8.5 minutes away from the opening kickoff. Let's take a break, and we'll come back and bring you the coin toss and everything that we'll have going on here pregame. That's coming up right around the corner. So you're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar Football on WBZR 105.9 FM in Atmore, or you may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local independent agencies here to help you enforce. Now that's policy.
Larry White Insurance Agent, 30 qualified or call 296-2471. At Thompson Ford, we put our customers in need first. We respect your time and approach. This is reflected in our winning Ford President Award consecutively from sales. We and the highest level of customer service. We are be the premier Ford dealership in this area. We invite you to come by and see us at 1828 South Main Street in Atmore to experience the know-how, best price. Stop by and see Jim staff. Give them a call on 68-2135.
Coaches for your Pickens Academy Pirates.
And welcome back as we get set for the opening kickoff. The captains have not yet made their way out to midfield to talk with the officials prior to this ball game tonight, but we do have captains out there on the field. Of course, it's senior night here for Pickens Academy for the Pirates, and all of their senior football players are going to be captains tonight for the Escambia Academy Cougars, looking a long way over there trying to figure out who's going to be captains for the Cougars. It looks like number 3, Christian Crook, is going to be one of the guys out there at midfield. The other one's going to be number 75, Jamison McGee. And also a captain number 2, that looks like it's going to be Ty McCants for Escambia Academy. And like I said, all the seniors for Pickens Academy on the sideline tonight going to be captains. Not going to run through all their seniors' names. Well, for one reason, I'm still looking to get a hold of a roster. Somebody's trying to rustle me up a roster for Pickens Academy so that we'll have their players and be able to talk about some of their players that they've got. But they do have a senior-laden squad here for Pickens Academy. The Pirates have 10 seniors, if my math is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, and 4 is 10. So that is correct. And so a senior-laden team. I've heard them talking about some of the things that they've done here with Pickens Academy during the senior night presentation that they had earlier. And this team won a Class 2A AISA baseball state championship probably last year, I believe. And so they've they've got some championship history about them, and you know, they've struggled a little bit on the football field this year, but so have the Cougars. These two teams that meet tonight, they've got a big game ahead of them. This game's fixing to kick off in about 5 minutes or so, and it's going to be a big one for these two teams because, like I said, the winner of this ball game tonight could very well qualify for that 4th spot in the AISA Region 2 for a playoff run or a playoff berth at the end of the season. Whitehat out there, he's giving the instructions to both teams as he talks to the captains of both the Pirates and the Cougars. Of course, the Pirates, they have their home uniforms tonight, white helmets, Columbia blue, red, and white. The colors for the Pirates of Pickens Academy, and of course the scarlet, gold, and white of the Escambia Academy Cougars. There's the flip of the coin, and it hits the ground. It looks like that Pickens Academy has won the toss because they're talking to them first. And let's see what they want to do. It looks like they are going to defer. Escambia Academy will receive the kickoff to start the ball game, and that means that Pickens Academy will get the football to start the second half. So the Cougars will get the kickoff, the opening kick to start the game. Pickens Academy will get the football to start the second half of tonight's ball game. With that being said, I know we're going to do the national anthem. We're also going to do an invocation that'll be coming up here shortly. So what we'll do is we'll take a break and come back. Let's take about 2 or 3 minutes. Let's take 3 minutes, and if we can line that up back at the station, just take about 3 minutes worth of commercial time, and then we'll come back after that with the opening of this football game. We'll be back. You're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore, or you may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
Diamond gasoline stations with locations all over South Alabama and Northwest Florida wish all the local teams in the area good luck this football season. Thank you for making Diamond Gasoline your choice for quality fuels and convenient items. Diamond Gasoline is proud to support this broadcast and be a part of the community. And remember, fill your tank and save your green at Diamond Gasoline. Selling or buying lots, land or commercial properties in both Alabama and Florida, you need to see the fine folks at Southern Real Estate. Debbie Rowell, Agent David Dobson are ready to assist you with any real estate need. Located at 800 East Southern Real Estate on the web. Just a phone away, 251-683-37. Choosing the right filter makes all.
We pray that everything we do here tonight will honor and glorify you, Father. Lord, we pray for safety, Father, for those who have traveled here. God, we pray for safety as they travel home. Father, I pray for sportsmanship. Lord, I ask that everything that we do honor and glorify you tonight.
Teamwork it takes.
Most of all, I want to thank you for your son, Jesus.
Use these same
principles. That cross and died for all of us, Father, that one day
for the resources we need.
Honor of standing in front of you and hearing the most wonderful words we could ever hear.
Located at 105 2nd Avenue in Atmore. Use your
all this. I pray in the name of your Son, my Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
ATV, heavy-duty parts, marine, and hydraulic hoses. Atmore Auto Parts is open Monday through Friday from 7 to 5 and on Saturdays 7 to 12. No one knows parts better than the folks at Atmore Auto Parts. So for your next project, call Atmore Auto Parts at 251-368-2148.
Every neighborhood is different. Every home unique. But one thing is for sure. Everywhere you go, you'll find people who take pride in their homes. Indoors, outdoors, they're always working on something. At your local ACE, we're proud to play our part in the communities we serve. And we want you to know that whatever projects you're planning, whether they're big or small, we'll be there. Have a question? Come in and ask. Our associates will be glad to help. They'll show you everything you'll need to get started. Give you friendly tips and expert advice in getting great results. Helpful ways to help you save time and money. Painting a room a new color. getting the lawn just right. From changing porch light to hanging pictures on the wall. If you need help, your local Ace is just minutes away. Stop by today. Ace, the helpful place.
See Bondurant Lumber and Hardware with locations in Bruton, Century, and Atmore.
The Heat Sports Grill and 30 Below Ice Cream, located at 110 North Main Street in Atmore. Site in.
See, are you ready for some high school football? Let me hear you, Escambia.
Sandwiches or hot dogs.
Let me hear
and don't
you, Pirates.
The Heat. $1 bone-in from 5 to 8. And college football Saturdays, it's $1 bone-in all day. They open 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday. You can call ahead, 251-308-4238, or order online. The Heat Sports Grill and 30 Below Ice Cream, 110 North Main, Atmore.
No visit to Atmore is complete until you've experienced Gather. The Gather restaurant, located at 111 West Nashville Avenue in Atmore, has become the premier location for an incredible dining experience. From delectable appetizers and perfectly seasoned steaks to scrumptious dessert choices, your mouth is sure to water just thinking about your next trip to Gather. Great food, incredible service, and an authentic Southern charm will have you coming back again and again. Gather is open Tuesday through Saturday. The Gather Restaurant is a proud sponsor of Escambia Athletics.
And welcome back as we get ready to get started here on this Friday night, the first Friday night in October, for a little high school football, and it is a great night for football. It was a great drive up here today. Weather was absolutely beautiful, and now we're set for the kick, and there it is. It's going to be fielded by an up man at about the 28-yard line. Reversing his field now, still with the football, bouncing off tackler, still coming. That's number 3, Christian Crook. And Crook comes all the way out across the 40 to the 43-yard line. So Christian Crook gives the Cougars great field position to start this first drive, as it'll be first down and 10 from their own 43. And the Pirates of Pickens Academy will be on defense. Pickens Academy in their Columbia blue jerseys, trimmed in red and white, or white numerals trimmed in red. And, of course, the Cougars, you're looking at them. They're dressed in their white uniforms, white jerseys, white pants, with the scarlet numbers trimmed in gold. There's a handoff on first down at left tackle. As they bring, the Cougars do, they bring a man in motion. And hand off to Cameron Ball.
4-yard gain.
He's going to gain about 4 yards. It's going to be a second down and 6. The ball out near across the 45 to about the 47-yard line. And so the Cougars looking to get the ball moving and light the scoreboard up here early in this game. Like I say, this is a big game for both of these teams. And the Cougars need to hang on to the football. There's a handoff at left tackle. Try to get you the number of the runner there.
Cougars take it up the left side where it will be a Cougar first down.
And I got to sort through everything here. And
ball will be marked at the 44-yard line of the Pirates.
On the carry, looked like that was possibly number 8, Carson Wilson, on the carry. Cougars with a slot to the left side, wide receiver set to the right. Handoff is going to be to number 2. That's going to be Ty McCants. And McCants hit immediately in the backfield.
Houston
Lowry, number 4, on the tackle for the defense of Pickens Academy. That play is going to lose 5 yards. It'll be second down now for the Cougars, second down and 15. The ball comes all the way back from the 44 to the 49-yard line, still in Pickens territory, but the Cougars with a big loss there on first down. Second down and 15. Cougars break the huddle, slot set left, wide receiver wide right. 2 backs in the backfield with the quarterback Jacob Lee. Flags fly, whistles early. And that's going to be movement against the Cougars. They had a problem with this last week in last week's ball game.
Start on the Cougars.
So that's going to be 5 more yards. The down will remain second, but it'll be second down now and 20 yards to go for the Cougars. The ball back in their territory now, spotted at the 46-yard line. Clock moving just underway here in Carrollton, Alabama at Pickens Academy. 10:01 now, 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. Cougars with the football. First drive of the night. Man in motion. There's a snap. Going to be Jacob Lee, the quarterback, straight up the middle with the football. And he's going to gain good yardage. Looks like he picks up about 14 yards. Right up the middle on the keeper by the quarterback, Jacob Lee.
Picked up a large piece of real estate.
Looks like it's going to be third down now, third down and about 6.
We'll bring up a third down and 7 for the Cougars.
Clock moving, 9:23 to go here in the first quarter. Cougars break the huddle. They send a slot to the right side, single wide receiver to the left. Split backs in the backfield with Jacob Lee. He's in the shotgun. He's going to drop the football, loses the snap. Now the left-hander is rolling, trying to find a man. He's got a man. He's open, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Cougars.
After much pressure,
no flags on the play. Jacob Lee dropped the football, dropped the snap, rolled to his left, which is the hardest way for a left-handed quarterback, or he rolled to his right, I'm sorry. It was rolling to his right. That's the hardest way for a left-handed quarterback to roll, and he did find a man that just broke wide open and was able to hit him for a touchdown, and the Cougars take an early lead by a score of 6-0. So with 8:59 to go, the Cougars lead 6-0, and the point after touchdown is coming. Of course, Jacob Lee, the quarterback, is also the. Okay, so we've got a new kicker now, number 24. The ball is spotted down. It is up and it is good.
And the P is good. 8 minutes, 59 seconds left in the first quarter.
So with 8:59 to go here in the first quarter, the score is Escambia Academy 7 and Pickens Academy nothing. We'll keep it right here since we're just underway, but the Cougars do a good job there as they're able to take the opening kickoff and get the ball down the field. And, of course, the biggest play of that drive was Jacob Lee being able to fumble the snap, then was able to get his hands back on it. He rolled out of pressure to his right. Very difficult throw for a left-handed quarterback, but he had a man wide open and just threw it up. And the Cougars are able to score a big-time touchdown. The play went for about 44 yards if you look at where the line of scrimmage was on that particular play. So a touchdown pass, and Cougars get the point after. So the score now 7-0, and the Cougars will be kicking off to Pickens Academy. So that happened in a hurry, and it happened in a hurry for the good guys. So the Cougars with the lead, and now they got to get out there and play a little defense. They got to be able to stop the wing T, according to Coach Billups, as he talked about that in our pregame interview. He said that they run the wing T, so you got to follow the guards, find the football, because if you've ever been around the wing T and seen it work, a lot of the military academies and things like that run that wing T type offense. There's a lot of pulling that goes on, and they pull those guards, and usually wherever the guards go, that's where the football's going to go.
At their 38-yard line.
First down and 10 for Pickens Academy. Ball at their 38-yard line. Quarterback's going to be number 7. He's under center, looking over the defense. Man in motion. Handoff is going to be to the first back, the fullback, and he's going to be stacked up at the line of scrimmage for little or no gain.
Plug that hole up.
See if the ball moved any at all. There's no gain on the play. It'll be second down and 10 for the Pirates. Timeout by the officials as they've got something they want to discuss. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but they're going to put the Pirates back in the huddle, or just let them hold tight right there at the line of scrimmage. As the head referee, the White Hat, as he's known, he called everybody together, so they're wanting to talk about it, and of course they've got the umpire standing over the football. not sure what all of it's about. And, of course, they're not going to tell us. But they do meet and break it up, and so now they're going back to their respective positions, and we'll run a play on second down and 10. Cougars got to stop the wing T. They have a wide receiver split to the left. Single back behind the quarterback who's under center. And, of course, the wing T, they've got those two H-backs on either side of the quarterback there. They send one in motion. They're going to hand off that little misdirection. Good defensive play there by the Cougars. And that's what you have to guard against in the wing T offense. You have to guard against all the misdirection because they'll run backs every which way.
3rd and 9.
Usually your fullback's going to be your between the tackles guy. He'll get the football, but the thing is it's like kind of following a shell game. You have to follow the football. And if you don't play your responsibility, you could get caught for a big play. Same set. Pirates break the huddle. Wing T offense with a wide receiver set to the left. There's the snap. He's going to throw. Looking to throw. Being flushed out of the pocket. Still being flushed. Got a man trailing him. Somebody's got to make a play. Going to have enough for a first down. And he's finally run out of bounds far side. No flags on the play. The Cougars had good pressure on the quarterback as he was looking downfield to throw, had nobody open as everybody was covered, but he just was able to beat the defense around right in as he just pulled it down and ran and picked up enough for a first down. First down and 10 Pirates. Ball in their own territory. There's a man in motion. Here he comes. They hand off. He's got an opening, and he's still on his feet. He's going to have enough for a first down as well.
Gibson carrying the ball.
Gibson on the carry there for Clark Prep. And there's that misdirection that you have to be able to follow. You have to follow the football. They hand it off to the motion guy. And usually what they do is they'll motion one way, and sometimes the ball just seems to come back the other way. Here comes the man in motion. Handoff is going to be straight up the middle to the first back, and it is handled well by the Cougars. That is the play that they started the game with. The Cougars stacked it up, and they stacked it up again.
Bring up 2nd and 10 for the Pirates.
The thing for these defensive linemen and linebackers for the Cougars, they've got to do is they got to play their responsibility. You can't start following the football and chase. What you need to do is just kind of hold your ground and play upfield. Usually what will happen with this type of offense is the ball will come to you. Quarterback's rolling. He looks like he's going to set up a screen far side. Got a man. Good defensive play there by the Cougars.
And the pass complete in the backfield.
And there's misdirection on a pass play is what they were going to do. They ran a little bootleg, and what they did, they faked running the ball that way to the far side. Then the quarterback rolled out, and then he threw back and tried to set up that screen, but the Cougars read it well, did a good job on defense, and were able to get out there and make that stop. Third down now, and about 13 yards to go. The ball at the Cougar 44-yard line. So 3rd and 13. Wide receiver split wide near side here where I'm looking at him. Here comes a man in motion. Handoff is going to be to the fullback. Fullback is going to be grabbed and thrown to the ground. So a good defensive play there by the Cougars will bring up 4th down. And it looks like the punting unit for Pickens Academy is going to go out and punt. And they will be punting to number 5, Devin Kelly, the 11th grade Cougar that'll go back deep to return the punt. Clock running with 5:11 to go here in the first quarter. Cougars lead by a score of 7-0. If the punt is able to be fielded by Kelly, Kelly can motor. He's not really even back. They're letting it just go out of bounds. and they want to put the offense out there. So the ball's going to go out of bounds far side. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 10-yard line. So we'll take a break and come back. The score, Escambia Academy 7, Pickens Academy nothing. You're listening to Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore. You may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
Juniper Creek Lumber is a family-owned and operated sawmill operation with locations in Uri, Alabama, and Blountstown, Florida. Juniper Creek Lumber specializes in turning storm recovery logs into custom-cut lumber for use in a variety of building projects. We have longleaf pine, juniper, white cedar, cypress, and hardwood. Wouldn't love authentic heart pine beams or new heartwood flooring custom-cut to your need and specification. Check us out on Facebook or call Greg Fralick at 251-254-0414 or Cooper 362-8100. Greg Fralick at 251-254-0414 or Cooper Dean at 251-362-8100. For Juniper Creek Lumber, Southern Best.
Second down and 6 now after a 4-yard gain as quarterback Jacob Lee keeps the ball up the middle for the Cougars. Jacob looking back to throw, hits a man out of the backfield. Got running room. Still on his feet, coming out to near the 30-yard line. He'll be stopped at about the 28, it looks like.
First down.
That's going to be number 5, Devin Kelly, the 11th grader on the reception. And Devin gets a Cougar first down, so a good mixture there of run and pass by the Cougars so far in this game. Jacob Lee's already got 1 touchdown pass in the game. And they run the ball on first down, little quarterback keeper, and then on second down they hit Kelly out of the backfield for another Cougar first down. Cougars have a slot receivers to the right, 1 wide receiver to the left. Here's Christian Crook looking for running room. Still is going to be rolled out of bounds. Actually, they say he stayed in bounds, or he was hit in bounds and then driven out of bounds. So that's why the clock still rolls. The ball comes out to the 35-yard line. And a gain of about 6 yards. It'll be second down and 4 now for the Cougar offense as they stay on the field. Christian Crook goes to the sideline. Devin Kelly comes back in. Jacob Lee, number 1, got his Cougars around him in the huddle. They're going to break out, and they've got about 10 seconds to get this play off and run it. Wide receiver split far left, slot receivers to the right. 2 backs in the backfield. There's the handoff. It's going to be to number 5. That's going to be Kelly, and he's going to have just a little bit of running room around right in as they run to the short side. He actually picks up about 3 yards, a long 3 actually. So it's going to be third down and a short 1. Really about half a yard is all the Cougars are going to have to gain this first down. This would be a good spot to just run Jacob Lee underneath center and run a little quarterback sneak on pressure, and let's dive forward and get this first down. 9 seconds. Cougars got to get a little skip in their step. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. They do get it off. Jacob Lee breaks a tackle, still on his feet. Don't lose the football. Hang on to it. And the Cougars are going to have a first down as the ball comes all the way out across the 40 to the 44-yard line. And it'll be first down and 10 for the Cougars as Jacob Lee just turns and points and says, hey, that's a first down. And, of course, I'm sure the folks, the Pirate fans here on the Pickens Academy side didn't like that too much because he was looking at them when he did it. First down and 10, 2:22 remaining here in the first quarter. Cougars with a 7-0 lead and the football. Ball at the 45-yard line. There's the snap. Jacob Lee looking to throw. Now he's running for his life. Now he's got to do something as he just throws the ball out of bounds. And he's outside the tackle box. That's what the white cap is saying. He did venture outside the tackle box. No penalty flag. He's actually standing there. Looks like he's reaching. No, he's not going to call. He's just waved it off. There is no intentional grounding. That's the word I was looking for, and all of a sudden just had a brain cramp. But anyway, no intentional grounding because Jacob Lee had ventured outside the tackle box, and so he was just able to take the ball and throw it harmlessly out of bounds. Jacob Lee looking to throw the ball again. Looking, throwing the ball down the field. It's going to be short. Just took too long to develop. He had a man that had a guy beat out there, but it just took too long, and he would have had to have had a cutoff man to, kind of like in baseball, they'd have had to have relayed that throw down the field because it was just too far. 3rd down and 10 now from the Cougars' 45-yard line. Clock stopped with 1:55 to go here in the first quarter. Cougars with a 7-0 lead. Slot receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. 2 backs in the backfield with Jacob Lee. They throw it out there. He's got to pick up a block, and good defense there by Pickens Academy.
Maybe a gain of 1, where it'll be 4th and 9.
It's going to be 4th down and 9 now for the Cougars, and the punting unit is going to have to come on, and they're going to put the ball away. Cougars on that series of plays just kind of abandoned the running attack. And, of course, this is my opinion and my opinion only, but it seems like the passing game for the Cougars work better when they're more balanced. The reason being is because a lot of the passes that the Cougars seem to complete are play-action type passes. Say, good punt's going to take a Cougar roll and end up down inside the 15 to near the 10-yard line.
Down at the 10-yard line.
So with that being said, 1:04 left to go here in the first quarter, and we'll just keep it here since we're going to take a break at the quarter anyway. So the Pirates of Pickens Academy, they'll get the football back. Way back, ball will be spotted at the 11-yard line. It's on this side of the 10, so we'll give them the 11. And it'll be 1st down and 10 there as the Pirates break the huddle and send the offense out. They'll split a wide receiver out to the right side. Wing T offense, 2 H-backs, single back behind the quarterback's under center. 1:04 remaining here in the first quarter. We're in Carrollton, Alabama, which is just to the east of Tuscaloosa. And it's in the country. Man in motion, handoff is going to be to the fullback. He's going to battle for yardage. Very short gain on 1st down. They seem to go to that play a lot on 1st down. And that's the first yardage that it's gained all night. Clock running inside a minute now, 47, 46, 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. Cougars with the lead, 7-0. And like I said, going into this game early, this is a big ball game for both of these teams here tonight because the winner of this game could very well end up in a playoff spot. This would be for the 4th and final playoff spot in Class 2A Region 2. Man in motion. They flare him out, looking to throw it. They do throw it. He catches it, but then he falls down, and it actually may have lost yardage. They run a little flare pass out of the backfield, and he did. He lost about 4 yards because he was unable to catch the ball on his feet. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So we'll take a break and come back. After 1 quarter of play, the score is Escambia Academy 7 and Pickens Academy nothing. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore. You may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local independent agencies here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
Larry White Insurance Agency at 1230 Palafox Street in Wilmington, or call 296 888-251-3471. Bye-bye. At Johnson Ford, we put our customers' needs first. We respect your time and offer a stress-free approach to selling cars. It's reflected in our winning Ford President Award 5 years consecutive. Sales to service, we do everything we can to keep the highest level of customer service. We are proud to be the premier Ford dealership in this area. We invite you to come by at 1828 South Main Street in Atmore to experience the know-how, best price, worst way of doing business. Stop by and see Jim Johnson and the staff or give them a call, 251-368-2135.
I want to thank all our sponsors that allow us to come up on Friday nights and do these football games for you, to put them on Facebook and put them on YouTube and also put them on the radio for you. Fine folks like Johnson Ford there in Atmore, and Ms. Debbie Rowell in Southern Real Estate, and the fine folks out there at Juniper Creek Lumber, and the fine folks downtown Atmore at the Heat Sports Grill and 30 Below Ice Cream. I got to get by there, especially to the Heat, because I like going in there. I tell you, I found out something that they do at 30 Below. They sell a deep dish apple pie ice cream that is absolutely the bomb. And so I got to get by there, and old fat boy got to get him some more ice cream. Looks like a little option pitch coming this way. Cougars defense, they read it pretty well. They are able to get out there, as it was second down.
Hunter Lowry carrying the ball.
Well, actually, now they're showing a fourth down. Okay, so it is going to be fourth down now. So it's fourth down now and about 7 yards to go. And the Pirate punt unit, they'll have to come out and kick the ball away. Cougars sending Devin Kelly, number 5, back deep to receive the punt. Now, last time, the Cougars just let the punt go. But now Devin Kelly's going to be back there, and he's going to have an opportunity, if they punt it to him, to return the ball. And the Cougars look like they'll have a very good field position. There's the punt. It's going to be away. It's going to be a short kick. Get away from it and just let it roll. There we go. And it's going to be down inside Pirate territory. It'll be down at the 47-yard line, but it'll be first down and 10 Cougars from there, as they'll send the offense out. Cougars' last drive kind of got away from the run a little bit. They need to get back to it, because I believe they're a better offense when they're more balanced instead of just throwing the football. A lot of the passes that the Cougars complete, they will complete off play-action passes, because it makes everybody take a look, because the Cougars have good speed in the backfield. Cougars now out of the I formation. Handoff is going to be to number 2. That's going to be Ty McCants. McCants bounces outside, spins away from a tackler, fights for yardage, and he is going to gain some yardage on first down. It's going to be a short gain. Looks like maybe 2 or 3 yards on first. It'll be second down for the Cougars. They do give him a gain of 2 yards. It'll be second down and 8. The ball spotted near midfield at the Cougar 49-yard line. Just underway, second quarter. 10:28 and counting. Cougars with the football and the lead. The ball near midfield. Wide receiver split far right, I formation. Here's a toss sweep. Trying to get outside and able to. Cuts it back. That's number 3, Christian Crook. He's got running room. Cuts it back again. Now a host of Pirates finally pull him down from behind. But Christian Crook is all the way down to near the 5-yard line, where it'll be first down and goal. And it looks like that's, in fact, where they are going to spot it. First down and goal for the Cougars from the Pirate 5-yard line. And so the Cougars are knocking on the door here for their second score of the game here in the second quarter. 10 minutes and 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds to go as the clock is whistled into play. Cougars from the I formation. There's the snap. Ball's on the ground. Ball gets kicked around. Let's see, a big scrum for it. Let's see who's got it. No signal yet. Usually when it takes this long to decide, it means that the offense still retains possession, and that is the case. So now that'll make it
second
down and goal from the 5. Cougars lucky to get the ball back right there. Wide receiver split wide to the right side. That's going to be number 7. That's Ladarius McNeil. Handoff is going to be a little jump cut there by number 3, Christian Crook, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. So Christian Crook at right tackle then spins his way into the middle of the field, and he just follows the big guys up front. And they get him into the end zone. So the Cougars score with 9:14 to go here in the first half, and the score is Escambia Academy 13 and Pickens Academy nothing. And like I said, I don't know what kind of prognosticator or football analyst I may be, but it just seems like when the Cougars run the football, good things happen. There's the ball placed down. Kick is up. Kick is going to be good. So back-to-back points after touchdowns for the Cougars. And the Cougars are going to have a 14-0 lead as we play here in the second quarter of this ball game. 9:14 to go.
That one was his second. So congratulations on the young man.
And so the Cougars are doing a good job offensively when they're more balanced, and they kind of want to accentuate things by running the football. So 14-0 the score. Pickens Academy is going to get the football back here with 9:14 remaining, and they'll send their offense out. Cougars have done a really good job on defense, kind of watching the shell game, as I called it earlier. You have to watch. I mean, if you've ever seen one of those deals where you're at the fair or whatever, and you put a coin or a ball or something under 3 cups, and you just do it around and around and around, and you got to follow the cup that's got the ball under it. That's kind of the way you defend the wing tee, is you got to be able to follow the football, and so far the Cougars have done a good job doing that, as they lead this ball game 14-0 with 9:14 to go first half.
Forms out there that have not been turned in, please get them turned in.
Of course, it's still a ball game, still plenty of time left. There's the kick, as it is going to be a deep kick, going to be mishandled at about the 10-yard line, and now picked up. Cougars, and there's a big tackle there by number 84 for the Cougars. 84 is Eli McElhaney, and McElhaney, the 10th grader, just smoked the returner, and he's getting up a little shaky there, is 15. I hope he's okay. He's staying on the field and staying in the huddle. But he got hit pretty hard there as he brought the ball out near the 18-yard line. So Eli McElhaney does a great job there covering kicks for the Cougars. And they've got the Pirates backed up inside their own 20. 9:08 to go here in the first half. Cougars with a 14-0 lead. Wing tee offense, quarterback under center with a back. Man coming in motion. They're going to hand off to the other H-back, the one that was set up to the right side. There's that little misdirection as they fake to the fullback.
No forward.
And then they hand off to the other H-back, is what I've always referred to him as. Little misdirection, but it fails to gain. 2nd down and 10. Cougars still doing a good job defensively following the football. Wing tee offense again. Single set back, H-backs to either side. Wide receiver set wide left. Here comes a man in motion. Quarterback's going to hand off to the first back through. That's the fullback.
Flag on the play.
There is a flag down. Minimal gain on the play. No signal yet as to what the... It's going to be a face mask against the Cougars. So that's going to be a 15-yard variety of penalty. Actually, no, they only mark it off. It's an incidental, so they only mark it off. They don't give them the big one. It's only a 5-yard face mask penalty. It's going to be 2nd down, though, 2nd down and about 3. Cougars defense, here comes a man in motion. They're going to fake it. Handoff is to the back. Oh, good play there Cougar defense just read that one like it was cool. Luke Bell, number 9, number 11, or the 11th grader. Luke Bell, number 9, just came storming through, beat his man, and he just tackled the running back before he had an opportunity to get things going. Play loses a couple yards.
Third down, 6.
It's now going to be 3rd down and 6 for the Pirates. Cougars continue to play outstanding defense here early in this ball game. 3rd down and 6. Wide receiver to the right. Wing T offense, quarterback under center. Here comes a man in motion. They fake it to him. Quarterback rolling, looking to throw, going to throw it. He throws it into the ground. Diving attempt by the back out of the backfield, is unable to make the catch. So that pass is going to be incomplete, and it'll bring up a 4th down and 6 for Pickens Academy, and they'll have to punt the football away. And you got to be nervous right here. For one thing, your back is to your own goalpost, so anything that happens strangely with the snap to the punter could get ugly. And then not only that, you got a back of the caliber of Devin Kelly, as he's back to receive it. But he's going to get away from it, as the punt's going to be short, but it's going to take a Pirate roll. And it's finally going to be rolled dead and downed inside the 40-yard line at about the 36. And that's where the Cougars will have it 1st down and 10. We'll take a break and come back. The Cougars leading 14-0. You're listening to Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore, or you might be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
Diamond Gasoline stations with locations all over South Alabama and Northwest Florida wish all the local teams in the area good luck this football season. Thank you for making Diamond Gasoline your choice for quality fuels and convenience items. Diamond Gasoline is proud to support this broadcast and be a part of the community. And remember, fill your tank and save your green at Diamond Gasoline. Whether selling or buying homes, land or commercial property in both Alabama and Florida, you need to see the fine folks at Southern Real Estate. Debbie Rowell, owner and broker, and David Dobson are ready to assist you with any real estate needs. Located at 800 East Nashville Avenue in Atmore and at southernrealestate.org on the web. They are just a phone call away at 251-368-4397. Choosing the right realtor makes all of the difference. See Southern Real Estate.
Welcome back. Cougars with a good 1st down run by number 3, Christian Crook. Gains them a 1st down inside Pirate territory. They have the ball 1st down and 10 at the 43. Jacob Lee, number 1, from his quarterback position, keeps the football. Runs at left tackle. He gains 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. The ball spotted down at the Pirate 40-yard line. 6:12 to go. Clock running here in the first half. Cougars with a 14-0 lead with the ball on offense, and they're trying to drive and light up the scoreboard one more time here in the first half. Like I said, this is a big, big game for both of these teams. The winner of this game could end up being in the state playoffs, being the number 4 seed in Region 2 of Class 2A. There's going to be a little sweep around left end looking for running room. Finally, number 2, Ty McCants, puts his head down and runs forward. McCants is hit inbounds, then driven out of bounds, so the clock remains running. It's going to be a 3rd down and about 6, a short 6 for the Cougars. The ball inside the 40 at the 39. Cougars are just a better football team when they mix run and pass. And I really, since they've put this offense in, I really like this old school I formation offense. There's a hand. Oh, good defensive play there. Christian Crook.
Good job right there.
Gets his ankle grabbed, and he is dropped.
Houston Lowry on the stop, bringing up a 4th down for the Cougars.
Number 4, Lowry, Houston Lowry on the tackle for Pickens Academy. And the Cougars are going to leave the offense out there with a 14-point lead. And it looks like it's still going to be 4th down and 6. So it'll be 4th down now, 4th down and 6. Clock running 4:28, 4:27.
Cougars are going for it on 4th down.
Cougars are going to have to hurry. 6:05 on the play clock. There's the snap. They get it away, looking to throw. Nobody there. Now he throws it over the middle, and that's going to be Devin Kelly. He's going to outrun everybody into the end zone.
And the pass is complete.
So that's going to be complete for a touchdown, no flags down. And I think what opened that play up, like I said, is the running game of the Cougars. Devin Kelly just came across the middle and just kind of sat down, and Jacob Lee was able to find him, hit him in the middle of that zone defense coverage by Pickens Academy, and then once Devin turned around and saw nobody contained outside, and he was able to just outrun everybody to the pylon far side into the end zone. Grant Sasser for the Cougars in for the point after touchdown. Ball spotted down, kick is up, kick is going to be, it's good.
And Mr. Sasser's 3 for 3 tonight.
So number 24, Grant Sasser, has lit the scoreboard up one time again. So now the Cougars with a lead of 21-0 here in the first half. We'll take a break and come back with 4:07 remaining. You're listening to Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore. You may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
Remember, you support the Marching Pirate Band by visiting the concession stand and making your purchase.
Back under the light, Friday night football. It's been a long time since I was a player under these same lights, but I haven't forgotten the hard work, determination, and teamwork it takes to finish the game with a victory. As your senator, I use these same principles in Montgomery as we compete with other areas of the state for the resources we need. It is my job to see that Escambia County comes out a winner.
Atmore Auto Parts, located at 105 North 2nd Avenue in Atmore, is your local Napa dealer, specializing in automotive parts, farm and agricultural parts, ATV and heavy-duty parts, marine and hydraulic hoses. Atmore Auto Parts is open Monday through Friday from 7 to 5 and on Saturdays 7 to 12. No one knows parts better than the folks at Atmore Auto Parts. So for your next project, call Atmore Auto Parts at 251-368-2148.
Welcome back as the Cougars have kicked off. And a good run back by the Pirates.
And a great return by number 15, Hunter Lowry.
Number 15, Hunter Lowry for the Pirates. Took the kick and broke around righty, and then he beat the Cougars kick coverage team and gets the ball all the way down in Cougars Cougar territory. But there is a flag on the play, and everybody's walking back the other way. It's going to be holding
on the Pirates
against Pickens Academy. It'll be a spot of the foul penalty, and it looks like it was thrown by the white hat, so he's got the spot and everything. So he's waiting back on the football, and the ball's going to be spotted down at the Pickens 34-yard line. That's where they'll take over 1st down and 10. I was too busy watching the back and didn't actually see the holding, but obviously it was definitely a hold out there where a lot of people saw it. Wing T offense. Handoff is going to be to the fullback, or actually no, the quarterback kept it. That was a good fake because he faked me off. I was trying to follow the football. It looked like he gave it to the first back through, which was number 11, the fullback, but the quarterback kept it. Picks up 7 yards, 2nd down and 3. Ball comes out to the 41-yard line of Pickens Academy as they trail in the ball game by a score of 21-0. Clock running, 3:26 to go here in the first half. There's the little option. Good tackle, open field tackle there by the Cougars, number 7. That's going to be Yadarius McNeil. Yadarius McNeil's listed in the program as an 8th grader. But he made a good tackle right there, open field tackle, but not before the Pirates gain a first down. It'll be first down and 10 for Pickens Academy. The ball spotted at their own 49-yard line, about a yard away from midfield. Clock still rolling, 3:02, 3:01, 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Wide receiver to the right. Handoff is going to be to the fullback. Good defense there by the Cougars. They've been all over that play all night.
Short gain of a couple for the Pirates.
Play does gain 2 yards. It'll be second down and 8 as the ball now in Cougar territory at the Cougar 49-yard line. So we went from 49 to 49 and a gain of 2 yards. Clock running now, 2.5 minutes to go until halftime. Cougars with a 21-point lead, 21-0. Man coming in motion. Handoff is going to be to the motion man. Number 15 on the carry.
And that was Lowry. And a flag.
That's going to be a face mask penalty against the Cougars as it happened here in front of everybody. And if you could hear the reaction of the crowd, everybody saw it. And that one probably is going to be the big one. Yeah, that's going to be a personal foul face mask. That's not the incidental type. The face mask is not a handle.
Give the Pirates a first
You
down.
can't grab it and hold on to it. Matter of fact, the best thing to do is just leave it alone. Clock whistled back into play. Clock rolling with 2 minutes, 9 seconds to go here in the first half. Cougars still leading 21-0. Ball spotted at the Cougar 30-yard line. Here comes a man in motion. Handoff's going to be to the fullback. He's battling for yardage. Tough running right up the middle. A gain of about 2 yards. Actually, short, well, no. Yeah, they spot it back at, it's just a gain of 1. Ball spotted just inside the 30 at the 29-yard line. Clock still moving, 1:35 to go here in the first half. Cougars need a stop to go in leading by 3 scores. Pickens Academy with the football. Wide receiver split wide to the right. Here comes a man in motion. Little option, ball is fumbled and then kicked out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty flag against the Cougars. That's really an unnecessary deal.
Very unnecessary.
Flag on the play.
By number 7 for the Cougars. That's going to be McNeil, who made a good play earlier, but really does not do himself any good right there. As the man had already fumbled the football and kicked it out of bounds, and he comes and just hits him in the back with both hands, pushes him out of bounds, and that draws a personal foul penalty and stops the clock with 1:19 to go here in the first half. The ball's going to be marked down all the way down to about the 14-yard line, where it'll be first down and 10 for the Pirates of Pickens Academy. Man coming in motion. They fake. Now they hand back. And the Cougars do a good job there defensively again. And that looked like McElhaney again. Eli McElhaney on the tackle. We're going to give him credit for that, as that's who I think that was. It's hard to see with 59-year-old eyeballs and looking as far down there as I have to. Inside a minute, 47, 46, 45 seconds to go here in the first half. 21-0 the score. Here comes the man in motion. Fake it. Looking to throw. Got a man open in the end zone. Does he catch it? No, incomplete.
Pass incomplete.
As the ball falls incomplete, the wide receiver was open. He had his man beat. And the ball hit him in the hands, and he just dropped it.
Here at halftime. So get your tickets ready.
35 seconds to go here in the first half. Cougars still leading 21-0. Third down and 13 now for the Pirates of Pickens Academy. 3rd and 13, they can get a first down inside the 5. And the Cougars jump. So that's going to be offsides against the Cougars. All it is going to do is just move them 5 yards closer. But it doesn't really change anything but field position. The Cougars just need to stop the football right here. They've been doing it all during this first half, and they just need to do it again. Wide receiver going far left. Wing T offense. Quarterback under center is going to hand off to 17. He's got running room. Defense pursuing. He does not pick up a first down. He's going to be stopped short. And whistles, it looks like it's going to be a timeout called against or for Pickens Academy. So Pickens Academy will take a timeout, and they're going to be facing a fourth down. Fourth down and about 2 yards when we come back from the timeout. 24 seconds left to go here in the first half. Cougars need to find a way to stop the football right here. 24 seconds left to go. Cougars have played a good first half of football and really good on the ground as far as their offensive production when they run the football. When they come out and they primarily pass, the offense seems to just kind of sputter and stop. But when the Cougars run the football, they're pretty good at it. And especially when they go to this I formation, the old school I, where they put a tight end to one side, they split a wide receiver out wide to either the right or left. They have a tight end, and then they just go to the straight-up old-fashioned. To be honest with you, it looks like you can remember back those old Big Ten games way back in the day when so many offenses ran. That was the primary offense you would see anywhere, was the I formation. Well, it's old school, but it works, especially if you block it well, and the Cougars do that, and they have been doing that tonight. 24 ticks left until halftime as Pickens Academy comes back on the field from their timeout. The ball is spotted on the 6-yard line, about 2 yards short of a first down. They need to get a first down, or if not, the ball will be turned over on downs. 4th down and 2 from the 6. There's the snap. Handoff is going to be to the H-back. He's looking for running room, got running room. Looks like he's going to have enough for a first down. And whistles blown as Pickens is going to take another timeout.
First and goal for the Pirates.
So Pickens Academy will have a first down and goal now, and they call a timeout. As the ball is spotted down at about the 3-yard line.
To visit the concession stand during halftime.
So it'll be first and goal from the 3.
Looking forward to the Marching Pirate Band halftime show.
And this game is flying by because both teams are running the football, which is, you know, when you're 3 hours away from home, that's a good thing. But both teams are running the football and are having some success running the football. And so that just makes that clock, it just runs and runs and runs. And like I say, when you're doing games on the air, on the radio, and on Facebook and YouTube, you know, you really want those games to click along at a good clip.
Home $144 tonight.
A lot of big games around tonight around our area back home. A lot of big college games tomorrow. I know everybody will be seated around the television watching games tomorrow, and it's just going to be a great weekend and an absolutely, as far as weather-wise goes, it's going to be absolutely beautiful this weekend to do whatever you want to do, whether it's outside or inside. I would suggest doing something outside. 19 seconds left, and now the Cougars are going to take a timeout.
The Cougars will take a timeout.
You know, this stuff like this always happens when I make a mention about how quickly the game's moving along. But the Cougars let the offense come out, saw the way they were going to set up, and now the defense takes the timeout because they want to go over and talk about the setup that the offense has. Of course, the setup that the offense had is the same setup that they've run every other play that they had the ball on offense. Just little reminders here to follow the guards, follow the football, play your position, don't get caught out of your spot, and good things will happen. So the whole Cougar team is there. Now the defense is coming back on the field, and we'll do it all over again. 19 seconds left to go here in the first half. 21-0 the score. Cougars leading. And like I say, we've been talking about this ever since pregame. This is a must-win for both of these teams. The winner of this game will very well probably be in the playoffs. Man in motion. Handoff. Nope, he's going to throw it. Got a man wide open. Did he catch it? Yes, they give him a foot down and a touchdown. So the Pirates, they fake the run at 1st and goal from the 3. Quarterback rolls out to his right. Right-handed quarterback spots a man in the back of the end zone that they ran along the back line. And he almost juggled it on his way out of bounds, but he did catch it and get a foot down. So with 13 seconds left, the score now is going to be Escambia Academy 21. And there's the point after. It's going to be blocked, but
PAT's no good, but we do have flag on the play.
It's like the Cougars ran into the kicker. It wasn't blocked, it was just missed. Because if it was blocked, then it doesn't matter about the kicker. So obviously it was not blocked. And they're going to call roughing the kicker against the Cougars. And so they'll replay the try. Now here's the thing, is it's going to be a half the distance penalty. So I would guess
with the mark off,
they're going to go for 2. Pickens Academy is 21-6 the score. Here's the point after. He's going to get in there, so that's going to make the score 21-8 with 13 seconds to go here in the first half. So we'll keep it right here. They're going to kick off, and the Cougars will get it. But we've seen some exciting stuff happen on kickoff returns before for these Cougars. It all depends on who they kick it to. So we'll keep it right here, 21-8 the score. Cougars with the lead. Now what's important there for Pickens Academy is they deferred when they won the toss to start the game, which means they will get the football first in the second half. So they scored here at the end. And so they could go a long way with turning this thing around a little bit if they could get the ball to start the second half and then get the ball into the end zone again. They make it a one-score game. And that 2 points was big as well because they don't look like they don't look like they have very much success kicking point afters. I was trying to get out of that without being ugly. But it looks like they're able to get the ball to run for 2 points better than they are to kick it through. But that helps them out because that way if you miss one later, then you've basically made one up. There's a squib kick on the ground, going to be handled by an upback, falling on there at about the 43-yard line. 42-yard line is where they're going to ease out to the 43. It'll be first down and 10. 12 seconds to go here in the first half. Cougars with the lead, 21-8. So there's either going to be some kind of razzle-dazzle or something. Now the Pirates want to talk about it and set up a defense. They want to remind people don't get beat deep. Of course, Jacob Lee's got a good arm. If he can back up from the shotgun and throw it, that left-handed quarterback, he can get some air under it. He can throw it a long way. Thing is right here is everybody knows you're going to throw it. Now, with that being said, with somebody like Devin Kelly, number 5, or Christian Crook, number 3, or Ty McCants, number 2? I mean, do you line up and look like you're going to throw it and then try to hit one of them in space, or either just run the football and see if they can break one? Because speed-wise, I believe if you look at team speed from both sides, the Cougars have the edge in team speed. Jacob Lee will be at quarterback. He's got a slot group to his right, or actually trips to his right, single receiver to his left. Pickens defense, they're way back. They're going to throw out to and good defensive play there as they hit Christian Crook. They were doing just what I had suggested, and that's going to end the first half. They spread everybody out and then tried to get the ball to Christian Crook and let him run in space. But a good defensive play there by Pickens Academy, and that's going to end the first half of play. So we've played one half of football here in Carrollton, Alabama, on the campus of Pickens Academy. And it's the Escambia Academy Cougars 21, Pickens Academy 8. We'll take a break and come back. Let's take about a 2-minute break and come back. You're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar football on WBZR Atmore, or you may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
5098.
Every neighborhood is every home unique. One thing is for sure, everywhere you go, you'll find people who take pride in their homes. Indoors, outdoors, they're always working on something. At your local ACE, we're proud to play our part in the communities we serve. And we want you to know that whatever projects you're planning, whether they're big or small, we'll be there. Have a question? Come in and ask. Our associates will be glad to help. They'll show you everything you'll need to get started. Give you friendly tips and expert advice on getting great results. Helpful ways to help you save time and money. Painting a room a new color. Getting the lawn just right. From changing porch light to hanging pictures on the wall. If you need help, your local ACE is just minutes away. Stop by today. ACE, the helpful place.
See Bondurant Lumber and Hardware with locations in Bruton, Century, and Atmore.
Juniper Creek Lumber is a family-owned and operated sawmill operation with locations in Uri, Alabama, and Blountstown, Florida. Juniper Creek Lumber specializes in turning storm recovery logs into custom-cut lumber for use in a variety of building projects. We have longleaf pine, juniper, white cedar, cypress, and hardwood. And who wouldn't love authentic heart pine beams or new heartwood flooring custom-cut to your need and specification? Check us out on Facebook or call Greg Fralick at 251-254-0414 or Cooper Dean at 251-362-8100. That's Greg Fralick at 251-254-0414 or Cooper Dean at 251-362-8100 for Juniper Creek Lumber, Southern Best.
No visit to Atmore is complete until you've experienced Gather. The Gather restaurant, located at 111 West Nashville Avenue in Atmore, has become the premier location for an incredible dining experience. From delectable appetizers and perfectly seasoned steaks to scrumptious dessert choices, your mouth is sure to water just thinking about your next trip to Gather. Great food, incredible service, and an authentic Southern charm will have you coming back again and again. Gather is open Tuesday through Saturday from 4 p.m. till 9 p.m. The Gather restaurant is a proud sponsor of Escambia Academy Cougar Athletics.
The Heat Sports Grill and 30 Below Ice Cream, located at 110 North Main Street in Atmore, invite you in. From appetizers and sides to their famous bone-in or boneless chicken wings, or one of their fan favorites, delicious burgers, sandwiches, or hot dogs. And don't forget to leave room for dessert. The Heat Sports Grill has Wing Wednesdays, $1 bone-in from 5 to 8, and college football Saturdays, it's $1 bone-in all day. They open 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday. You can call ahead, 251-308-4238, or order online. The Heat Sports Grill and 30 Below Ice Cream, 110 North Main, Atmore.
Wi-Fi at Johnson Ford. We put our customers' wants and needs first. We respect your time and offer a stress-free approach to selling cars. This is reflected in our winning Ford President's Award 5 years consecutively. From sales to service, we do everything we can to achieve the highest level of customer service. We are proud to be the premier Ford dealership in this area. We invite you to come by and see us at 1828 South Main Street in Atmore. To experience the know-how, best price, first way of doing business, stop by and see Jim Johnson and the staff or give them a call, 251-368-2135.
In other games that we got going on tonight, we've got Northview, Florida 14, Bluntstown nothing. Clark County 14, J.U. Blacksher nothing. Hillcrest Evergreen nothing, Monroe County nothing. Millry is tied up 0-0 with J.F. Shields, that game being played in Shields. Glenwood Academy nothing, Monroe Academy nothing is the score we have so far. Saraland 31, Baldwin County nothing. And in some other games that we have around, T.R. Miller, Escambia County, the Blue Devils are behind by a score of 15-0 in the second quarter. W.S. Neal nothing, Flomaton nothing. That a second quarter score is what I've got. Orange Beach 7, Bayside Academy 7 in the first quarter. Jackson nothing, Satsuma nothing. That also a first quarter score. Clark Prep nothing, Banks Academy nothing. That score also in the first quarter. So we'll try to get you more updates as they come in as we continue here on this Friday night football from Carrollton, Alabama. We're to the east, or no, I'm sorry, we're to the west actually of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, about kind of to the northeast, and we're a rock's throw from Mississippi where we're at, way up here, and it was an absolutely gorgeous drive up here today. Nothing but sunshine, about mid-80s all the way up here. Temperature's going to fall a little bit tonight, going to be a little bit cooler. It's going to be a lot cooler up here. It's going to end up getting cooler down there in our neck of the woods as well, but this front is making its way through tonight, and of course way up here, some 3 hours away from home, it'll get through up here first before it gets down there where we are. But before the weekend's over with, we'll have some temperatures in some locations to get into the upper 40s, so it's going to feel like fall once this next dry front makes its way through, and the temperatures fall. It's going to feel good. I know you need to be careful. I'm going to have to be careful tonight because I know there's going to be some deer on the road tonight because with this weather change and everything that's going on, it's going to be have all kind of stuff out there rolling around on the road, walking along the sides of the road and stuff. So the Cougars winning by a score of 21-8 here in the first half at halftime, and the Pirate Band out entertaining, and they're doing a good job out there. And so with that being said, let's take a break and come back, and we'll get set to kick this thing back off and get the second half of this ball game started as we continue. The score, Escambia Academy 21, Pickens Academy 8. We'll be back. You're listening to Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore, or you may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
Diamond Gasoline Station with locations all over South Alabama and Northwest Florida. Wish all the local teams in the area good luck this football season. Thank you for making Diamond Gasoline your choice for quality fuels and convenience items. Diamond Gasoline is proud to support this broadcast and be a part of the community. Remember, fill your tanks and save your green at Diamond Gasoline. Whether selling or buying home, lot, land, or commercial property, in both Alabama and Florida need to see the fine folks at Southern Real Estate. Debbie Rowell, owner and broker, and agent David Dobson are ready to assist you with any real estate need. Located at 800 East Nashville Avenue, and at southernrealestate.org on the web. They're just a phone call away at 513-368-4397. Choosing the right realtor makes all of the difference. See Southern Real Estate.
Give it up one more time for that marching Pirate Band.
Welcome back. I guess we're back on. I'm having to text back and forth and try to get an idea of whether we're actually back on the air or not. So anyway, as I sit here and do this. Okay, we are on. Okay, I just got a text from Hayden back at the station. He said, yep, we're on. I said, okay, well, that's part of the problem with live radio. Sometimes you do, and especially when you're 3 hours away from the station. So, but we are back on the air, and like I say, we are here just listening to the Pirate Band as they performed at halftime, and of course, we're all set and getting ready to go as we've got about 4.5 minutes before halftime comes back, and we've got some scores from around the area that we'll try to pass on to you. I don't know what, as a matter of fact, it was just, you know, when I'm on this end, I can't really, and I'm reading text messages now back and forth, so I'm sorry that I just stopped abruptly, but thank you, Rick. And I don't even know where Rick is. Rick's probably somewhere in, I don't know, California. He was out there. Last time I got any news from Rick, who is my partner that usually helps me here on these broadcasts, he was out there looking at big, tall trees like sequoias or something. So, him and his bride are making a trip through. The last time I saw, they were in California, so he's watching and listening in California. And, of course, Hayden's back at the station. And, Hayden, thank you for keeping us going and keeping us on the air. You know, that's the only problem with being 3 hours away from the house is I can't hear the station. All I can hear is what we do through the broadcast headset, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it kind of is a little squirrely. But anyway, we're back working now, and everybody's saying we're okay. So as long as they say we're okay, then I think we're okay. So what I want to do actually is to kind of fill you in, because I was doing this earlier, and evidently I was doing it when we were off the air. But I do have some scores from around our area down south in South Alabama, and so what we've got is Escambia Academy, of course, here is up 21-8 over Pickens Academy here in the first half, at the end of the first half. T.R. Miller 15, Escambia County nothing. That game was in the second quarter, the last we heard. The Neal Blue Eagles, W.S. Neal Blue Eagles nothing, Flomaton nothing. That was in the second quarter, the last score we had. Orange Beach 7, Bayside Academy 7. That game, the last score we had was a first quarter score. Jackson nothing, Satsuma nothing. That game also, the last score we had was a first quarter score. Clark Prep nothing, Banks Academy nothing. That game being played in Birmingham at Banks Academy. Mobile Christian 6, Cottage Hill nothing. That game over in Mobile. XL 7, Thomasville nothing. That game in the second quarter over at Thomasville. Northview, Florida is playing down at Bluntstown, Florida tonight. Northview leading by a score of 14-0. It's Clark County 14, J.U. Blackshear nothing. That game in Uri tonight. That game was in the second quarter, the last score we had. Hillcrest Evergreen nothing, Monroe County nothing. That game at Monroeville. Millry nothing, J.F. Shields nothing. That game out in Beatrice, and that was the first quarter score. Also, Glenwood Academy nothing, Monroe Academy nothing. That game in Monroeville. Saraland 31, Baldwin County nothing. That game in Bay Minette in the second quarter. And Baker, Florida's at Jay, Florida. That game was tied up in the first quarter, 0-0. So those are the area scores from around our area down there, and we're just about to get set to start this game back up. Of course, don't see Pickens Academy yet. Of course, the Cougars of Escambia, they're on the sideline ready to go. They've come out and done their little warm-up bit, so they're ready to get going here in the second half of this ball game. And like we talked about before, this game is very important for these two teams, and the big deal is because the winner of this ball game very well could represent AISA Class 2A Region 2 as the fourth place team that makes a playoff berth. So there's 5 teams in the region, and you got to be in the top 4 to make the playoffs, and it could very well be that the winner of this ball game ends up being that 4th seed and will end up being the representative or one of the 4 representatives of Class 2A Region 2 in the state playoffs. And here comes the Pickens Pirates as they make their way out onto the field again, and they're going to come to the sidelines, and Pickens will be getting the football to start this second half. So I tell you what, let's do before we kick it off, let's take about a 1-minute break, and then we come back. So the Pirates are coming back on the field. We'll take a break and come back, a 1-minute break, and you're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore. You may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
Good evening. This is Greg Albritton, your state senator. It's great to be back into the lights of Friday night football. It's been a long time since I was a player under these same lights, but I haven't forgotten the hard work, determination, and teamwork it takes to finish the game with a victory. As your senator, I use these principles in Montgomery.
Football plays in the championship versus Monroe at the University of West Alabama on Monday, October the 10th at 6 p.m.
For Auto Parts, located
football team.
Avenue in Atmore.
Volleyball will be playing at Patricia
in Automotive Park. Farm and Agricultural Park.
Playing in the Elite 8 on October the 25th and 26th in Montgomery.
Parts is open Monday through Friday.
Columbus Day, there will be no school.
No one knows parts better than the folks at Atmore Auto Parts. So for your next project, call Atmore Auto Parts at 251-368-2148.
Welcome back as we get set to get this second half of this football game started. Escambia Academy with a 21-8 lead over Pickens Academy here in Carrollton, Alabama. So as we get set to go and get things going, the winner of this ball game, as I've already said ad nauseum, is could represent Class 2A Region 2 in AISA as the 4th place team in the playoffs. And of course, you know, it's good to be in the playoffs. The problem with being in the playoffs, of course, and being that 4th place representative is there is another region over there that's Region 1, and they've got 1st through 4th as well. So the 4th place team here in Region 2 would be playing the 1st place team in Region 1. And so But the goal of both of these teams is to win this ball game, of course, and be able to get into the playoffs. So that's what's on the hook here tonight. And of course, Pickens Academy out warming up. The Cougars have been waiting on them for a few minutes, and we're fixing to get this second half started. And the Cougars just need to continue doing what they've been doing, that is being balanced on offense, running the football. Like I say, I really like the I formation when the Cougars are in it. because I just think it gives them it gives them more flexibility offensively, because you put Jacob Lee underneath center with the I formation behind him, and he's still got wide receivers out there. He's also got a tight end, so you've got an extra blocker in there close to help set up your running plays. But not only that, Jacob can roll and throw and do things offensively that he needs to do there. But the Cougars are really pretty stout up front, and they seem to block better out of that I formation than they do when everybody's all spread out. But anyway, that's why I sit up here and talk about it, and coaches are on the sidelines and they get to call plays and do it. But the Cougars are ahead in the ball game by a score of 21-8, and they're going to kick the ball off to Pickens Academy here to start this second half. So Pickens will get the football, and they'll get started here on the second half of this football game. And there's the kick. It's going to be fielded on about the 28-yard line. Back coming near side. Oh, good play there again. Number 84 is Eli McElhaney. Eli made a play on the kickoff team earlier, and he just made another one, and that is a big-time collision right there. You know, we've talked about that before. Football's not a contact sport. A lot of people talk about football being a contact sport. Football's not a contact sport. It's a collision sport. And that was a big-time collision there. Number 84, Eli McElhaney, makes the stop right there at the 28-yard line. That's where the ball will be spotted. First down and 10 for the Pirates as they break the huddle. Wing T offense, man coming in motion. They're going to hand off to that man that was in motion. Now the defense for the Cougars stiffen up. Ball crosses the 30 out to about the 33-yard line.
Good job running. Pick up 5, second and 5.
So it's going to be a 5-yard pickup on first down, second down and 5 for the Pickens Pirates. Pickens Academy in their Columbia blue football jerseys. Same set, 2 men in motion at the same time. That's going to be a penalty. As you can't do that, that'll be a procedure penalty.
Yeah, we got a flag on the play.
Can't have 2 men moving at the same time, and that's exactly what happened. I'm sure that the Cougars will take that penalty and back them up. No, actually, they decline it. So I guess the play failed the game. So with the declining of the penalty, well, now they're going to move it backwards. I guess at first I thought they kind of said that the Cougars were going to decline the penalty. But I think what he did is he actually, for whatever reason, he signaled illegal motion with both his hands instead of just one, and it made it look like he was waving the penalty off when actually the Cougars took the penalty. It'll now be second down and 10. Handoff is going to be to the fullback, stacked up in the middle. Cougars do a good job there. They've really read and done a good job defensively on that play all night long. Play does gain about 2 yards. It'll be third down now and 8 for Pickens Academy.
It'll bring up 3rd and 8 for the Pirates.
10 minutes, 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Pickens with the football. They scored at the end of the first half and get the football first here in the second half. A man in motion. Handoff is going to be to the fullback again, and it fails to gain. Cougars do a good job there, as that play is not surprising anybody. May have actually lost a yard or so. No, it just fails to gain. Ball spotted back where it was at the 30. So now Pickens is going to have to punt. Devin Kelly, number 5, will be back deep for the Cougars. He needs to shorten up a little bit because he's been getting too deep and the ball's been kicked short and he hadn't had a chance to run one back. Oh, the ball snapped over the punter's head, and it's going to be a problem as he punts it and gets it out of there. And it's going to be downed inside the 20-yard line, down about the 17. And that's where the Cougar offense is going to take over, first down and 10. So it's one of those uh-oh moments when the ball gets snapped over the punter's head, and then everybody, it's just a fire drill from there. Everybody running after everybody, and the ball is downed by one of the Pickens Pirates down on about the 18-yard line. It's going to be first down and 10 Cougars there, headed toward their own goal line. So a big break there by the Cougars. That's even better than a Devin Kelly run back of the punt. I formation for the Cougars, tight end to the right, wide receiver to the left. Here's the snap. Handoff is going to be to number 3. That's going to be Christian Crook. Good tackle out there on Crook as he is going to dive toward the 10-yard line. And that's where he's going to be spotted down. Play gains about 8 yards. It'll be second down and 2, a short 2, and the ball at the 10. I just really like this I formation. Old school guy, and I like the I. I like the way it looks, and I like the way the Cougars are able to run it. There's the snap. Handoff is going to be to number 2. That's going to be Ty McCants. McCants is going to have enough for a Cougar first down, and it's going to be first down and goal. Looks like they're going to spot the football at about the 6. Looks like they're saying that there is a flag on the play far side. Really been a pretty clean ball game tonight. A couple of little penalties that have. Looks like the penalty is actually going to be against, or maybe they waved it off because I don't see them marking anything off. Or it may have been a half the distance. That's what the deal was. First down and goal for the Cougars at the 3-yard line. I formation behind Jacob Lee, the quarterback. He's under center. There's the snap. Handoff is going to be to the I back into the end zone. Let's see. Nothing yet. It's like they're going to mock him short.
Stopping up the hole there.
It's like a gain of about 1. They'll spot him at the 2. Christian Crook, number 3 on the carry from the I-back position. Now Crook's going to go out. Crook's going to go out. That'll bring in number 2, Ty McCants. He'll be the I-back now. Jacob Lee, the quarterback, under center from the 2. Second and goal. There's the snap. Jacob Lee takes the snap, goes into the end zone for a touchdown. So on the quarterback sneak, Jacob Lee gets the help from the I-backs as they push him across the line of scrimmage. And, of course, the offensive line does a good job as they blow everybody out of the middle. And the Cougars get the ball into the end zone. The score now 27-8. Escambia Academy leading with 8:16 to go here in the third quarter. Number 24, Sasser, in the game. To kick the point after. There's the snap. Low snaps handled. Ball's going to be up, and it's going to be good.
And Brent Sasser.
So Brent Sasser is 4 for 4, kicking point after touchdowns, and the Cougars lead by a score of 28-8. So with 8:16 to go here in the third quarter, we'll take a break and come back. You're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore, or you may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
Every neighborhood is different. Every home unique. But one thing is for sure. Everywhere you go, you'll find people who take pride in their homes. Indoors, outdoors, they're always working on something. At your local ACE, we're proud to play our part in the communities we serve. And we want you to know that whatever we're planning, whether they're big or small, we'll be there. Have a question? Come in and ask. Our associates will be glad to help. They'll show you everything you'll need to get started. Give you friendly tips and expert advice on getting great results. Helpful ways to help you save time and money. Painting a room a new color. Getting the lawn just right. from changing porch light to hanging pictures on the wall. If you need help, your local Ace is just minutes away. Stop by today. Ace, the helpful place.
See Bondurant Lumber and Hardware with locations in Bruton, Century, and Atmore.
Welcome back. The Cougars kick off to Pickens Academy. Pickens Academy will get the football back. There is a flag on the play, as the referee crew talks about it, at about the 30-yard line. Let's see what the penalty is going to be. No indication as of yet. Looks like it's personal foul face mask against the Cougars. Shot block against Pickens Academy, so that's going to be an offsetting penalty, and they're going to go back down there and kick it again. I'm really not sure that well, because the kick had already happened. And so with both of those penalties happening on the play, I think what they should have done is just spotted the ball where the play ended up, and then offsetting penalties and the ball's just taken over right there. I'm not really sure that's a re-kick situation. But I'm not on that crew, so therefore I don't have any input there, but they are going to kick it over. There's a high end-over-end kick. Ball's going to be picked up and driven out of bounds far side. The Cougar defenders get on the play, so the Pirates of Pickens Academy are going to have the ball first down and 10.
First and 10.
And it looks like the ball is going to be spotted at about the Pirate 34-yard line. And so the offense for the Pirates will come out trailing in the ball game by a score of 28-8. 8:06 to go third quarter. Pirates with the football. They got a guy near side split way out. He's just a decoy. They're going to run the ball to that wide side of the field. He's got running room. Good tackle there by a Cougar defender.
Number 15, Hunter Lowry. Carrying it to the 40.
Coming up and making the play for the Cougars, number 11. That's going to be Shelton Riley, a junior defensive back safety. So Shelton comes up, makes a good tackle there. Play does gain 6 yards. It'll be second down and 4. Ball right at the Pirate 40-yard line. Wide receiver wide left. Man in motion. They're going to hand it to him. Number 17 on the carry. He's going to be dropped.
Clark Gibson back to the line of scrimmage.
Clark Gibson, no gain on the play, as number 17 takes it, but a good job there defensively by the Cougars. Clock running, 7:05, 7:04 to go here in the third quarter. Cougars with the lead in the ball game by a score of 28-8. Just keep trying to reiterate that this game is a big game for both of these teams, especially the winner of this ball game. Man coming in motion. They hand off to the motion man, looking for running room. He's got some, and finally going to be grabbed and tackled near sideline. That's going to be number 11.
Hunter Lowry again carrying the ball. Picks up the Pirate.
Number 11, Shelton Riley again on the tackle, but not before the Pirates get a first down. First down and 10 for Pickens Academy. Ball comes out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Wing T offense with a wide receiver set wide left. Quarterback under center. Man in motion. Going to hand off to the fullback. That play just hadn't been there all night. They keep going to it because basically that is the first play in the wing T that you ever learn. That is basically what we used to call the old fullback at zero.
Ball at their 47.
And that's the base that everything else basically operates off of. Second down and 9. Ball at the Pirate 47-yard line. Cougar defenders standing around at midfield. Now the linemen are going to get up and get over the football. Man in motion. Fake it. Quarterback looking to throw. Rolling to his right. Got a man open. Hits him at about the 46. And he is driven out of bounds by number 60.
Lane Johnson.
Nick Kane. First time we've called Nick's name tonight as he made a good tackle after the reception. Play does not quite pick up a first down. It's going to be a 3rd down and 2. In Cougar territory now, the ball spotted at the Cougar 46-yard line. I don't know why the clock is stopped. Well, because he got driven out of bounds. I answered my own question. There's the option. Pitch is going to be out there to 17. 17 around left end. He's going to pick up enough for a first down.
Clark Gibson.
Clark Gibson, number 17. Picks up a first down for the Pirates. But the best thing that's happening right now is, of course, with this wing T offense, the Pirates are running the football. That's primarily what they do. And by running the wing T offense, it's eating up a bunch of clock. 5.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Cougars with the lead. Pirates with the football. Wide receiver split wide left. They're on the far hash mark. Man in motion. They hand off to the motion man. He's spun around but didn't let go. So what looked like it was going to be a good play on defense.
Run and spin.
You can't let him go.
That was a good job of running by Hunter Lowry.
It's going to be a holding call against the Pirates. So what was a really, really good play, the ball comes back, so it will not be a first down. And it looks like it's going to be second down and about 5. Man coming in motion. They fake it there, hand back off to the other way. He's got running room at 17. That play finally works. He's going to get run down from behind, and he's going to be into the end zone for a touchdown. So 17 for the Pirates. Expressed a little anxiety earlier because his offensive line wasn't blocking, it looked like, the way he wanted them to. So when he expressed his displeasure, they certainly blocked it the way they were supposed to there. And he got the ball into the end zone for a touchdown. Going for 2 now.
And the 2-point conversion is good.
So the 2-point conversion is good. And that's going to run the score with 4:50 to go here in the 3rd quarter. It's going to be Escambia Academy 28 and Pickens Academy 16. So with that being said, we'll take a break and come back. The score, Escambia Academy 28, Pickens Academy 16. You're listening to Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore, or you may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
From your local agent and auto owners insurance. From us. A real person. Buy from an insurance with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local independent agencies here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
It's Larry White Insurance Agency at 430 Palafox Street in Fulmerton, or call 296-2471. Why buy at Johnson Ford? We put our customers' wants and needs first. We respect your time and offer a stress-free approach to selling cars. This is reflected in our winning Ford President's Award 5 years consecutively. From sales to service, we do everything we can to achieve the highest level of customer service. We are proud to be the premier Ford. South Main Street in Atmore. Experience the know-how.
Recover.
And welcome back. On the ensuing kickoff, the Pirates of Pickens Academy squibbed the ball along the ground. The Cougars mishandled the squib kick. And now the Pirates are going to have the football back on offense again. 4:46 to go third quarter, 28-16 the score. And that's the kind of play right there that can cost you in a game that's this close.
And number 15, Hunter Lowry.
Hunter Lowry, number 15 on the carry for
Ball down
Pickens
to the
Academy.
28-yard line.
Ball now inside the 30, spotted down at the 28.
Got a Cougar shook up on the play.
And that's going to be a first down for the Pirates. Injured Cougar on the field as he makes his way slowly to the sideline. He's going to have to go off, but he's under his own power and hitting a little trot. That's going to be number 59, Brody Phillips, 59 Brody Phillips, an 11th grader. So first down and 10 now, as the Cougars find themselves in a little bit of a mess. That squib kick that they lost there, that's a big play. There's 15 again on the carry for the Cougars. There's a penalty flag.
And there's a flag on the play.
Not sure who that penalty is going to be on. Looks like it's going to be against the Cougars. They're going to mark it off the other way. Personal foul against the Cougars. So it's those type really kind of boneheaded plays that can cost you a ball game, especially in a dogfight like this one where you've basically lost the momentum. The Cougars have lost the momentum in this game, and they're playing on their heels right now. 4:10 to go here in the third quarter. Pickens Academy with the football, and they've got some momentum as they're inside the 10-yard line.
A couple on the play.
Pickup of 2 on the play. It's going to be second down and goal. The ball inside the 10, spotted down at about the
ball at the
8-yard line now.
Second goal.
So the Cougars, they got to play smart. Here comes a man in motion. Handoff is going to be to the motion man. 15. He's been really gaining a lot of yardage. He's been the featured back on this drive. Ball down to the 5-yard line. Whistles. Looks like an injured player for Pickens coming to the sideline. Kind of holding his shoulder, kind of limp.
Third and goal from the 5 for the Pirates.
So it's going to be third down and goal now from the 5-yard line. Third and goal from the 5. Clock running 3 minutes even to go here in the third quarter. Escambia Academy with a 28-16 lead. They were leading at one time 21-0. Here's the snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. Going around right in. Or actually, no, the quarterback pitched it and then was leading the back. A well-designed play and a good fake there by the quarterback as he pitched it to the back and then was leading the way around to throw a block, does throw a block, and the ball gets into the end zone. So Pickens Academy has scored again. And it's now a 6-point lead with 2:41 to go here in the third quarter. And Pickens Academy will go for 2 again. Man coming in motion, handoff, it's a little reverse, and the play fails to gain enough for the extra point.
And the try for 2 is no good.
So the try for 2 is no good, and the score remains Escambia Academy 28, Pickens Academy 22. We'll be back.
Left in the third period.
You're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore. You may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
and North Park. We area. Good luck. Fuel and convenience. Gasoline is proud to support this broadcast and be a part of the community. And remember, fill your tank and save your green at Diamond Gasoline. Whether selling or buying home lots, land, or commercial properties in both Alabama and Florida, you need to see the fine folks at Southern Real Estate. Debbie Rowell, owner and broker, and agent David Dobson are ready to assist you with any real estate needs. Located at 800 East Nashville Avenue in Atmore and at southernrealestate.org on the web, they are just a phone call away at 251-368-4397. Choosing the right realtor makes all of the difference. See Southern Real Estate.
Welcome back. There's that little squid kick again, but the Cougars do a good job there as they put number 22,
Escambia will have it first.
S.T. Clark, in the middle of the field, and Clark's got good hands, and so Clark just fielded that thing kind of like a shortstop on the baseball field and fell on it, and that's where the Cougars will take over the ball, first down and 10. The ball spotted at their own 38-yard line. And the Cougars from the I formation with a wide receiver split wide to the right. Jacob Lee underneath center. There's the handoff. It's going to be to number 3. That's going to be Christian Crook. Christian Crook's going to gain about 13 yards on first down. He'll have enough for a first down and come all the way out to the 50-yard line. And it'll be, actually they give him the ball across the 50 to the 49 of Pickens Academy. It'll be first down and 10 Cougars, a gain of 11 yards. Or actually more than that, about 14 yards on the carry for Christian Crook. I formation, split into the far side. Handoff is going to be straight up the middle. Still on his feet, battling for yardage. That's number 3 Crook again, Christian Crook. He's going to gain about 9 yards on the carry. It'll be second down and 1. The ball comes out across the 45 to near the 40-yard line. Ball spotted about half a yard short of the 40. Clock running, a minute 47 to go here in the third quarter. 28-22 the score. Cougars with the lead and the football. And there's going to be a penalty flag for illegal substitution, and the reason they're throwing the flag is because they had 12 in the huddle. And, of course, they're going to argue their point, but they're not going to win the argument because you can't have 12 in the huddle and then run one off. So that's what the penalty is going to be. It's going to be a penalty against and, of course, Pickens Academy, their coaches are on the field. They're going to have to get back on the sideline or they're going to pick up another flag. But they did have 12 men in the huddle and then tried to run one off, and you can't do that. No, that's not wrong. Everybody's saying, well, that's wrong. It's not wrong if you've got 12 in the huddle. Now, here's the deal. If you've got 11 in the huddle and you run one off and trying to run another one on, that's a different thing. But when you start and you break the huddle with 12 men in the huddle and one runs off like that, then it's just like having 12 men on the field. And that's where the illegal part comes in. So the penalty goes against the Pirates. First down and 10 Cougars. Handoff is going to be to number 3. That's going to be Christian Crook. Good tackle there on defense. Clark Gibson, number 17, on the tackle for the Pirates. Play's going to gain about 2 yards. It'll be second down and 8. Cougars' best friend right now is the clock. A minute 10 to go, third quarter. Cougars with the football and the lead. 28-22 the score. Second down and 8. Jacob Lee, the quarterback, underneath center. I formation behind him. Here comes a man in motion. That's going to be Devin Kelly. Handoff is going to be to number 2. That's going to be Ty McCants. McCants at left tackle.
Number 53, Claymore on the stop.
That play is going to gain good yardage on second down. Going to be about half a yard short. Third down and about a half yard for the Cougars.
Third down 1.
I wouldn't do anything but let Jacob Lee take the snap and run right up my center. Go right over the top of the nose guard. There's the snap, but they're going to hand it off. But the Cougars are going to get a first down. No flags on the play. I still don't like backing up and handing that football backwards when you only got a half yard to go.
First down for the Cougars.
I'd put it on my quarterback. He's a senior, knows the importance of the ball game. Clock is running. Ball inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
And that's the end of the third quarter.
And that's going to end the third quarter. So at the end of 3 quarters of play, the score, Escambia Academy 28, Pickens Academy 22. We'll be back. You're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore. You may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
And if you hadn't visited the concession stand, you need to now. Now would be a great time to support the Marching Pirate Band.
A long time since I was a player under these same lights, but I haven't forgotten the hard work, determination, and teamwork it takes to finish the game with a victory. As your senator, I use these same principles in Montgomery as we compete with other areas of the state for the resources we need. It is my job to see that Escambia County comes out a winner.
Atmore Auto Parts, located at 105 North 2nd Avenue in Atmore, is your local Napa dealer, specializing in automotive parts, farm and agricultural parts, ATV and heavy-duty parts, marine and hydraulic hoses. Atmore Auto Parts is open Monday through Friday from 7 to 5 and on Saturdays 7 to 12. No one knows parts better than the folks at Atmore Auto Parts. So for your next project, call Atmore Auto Parts at 251-368-2148.
Welcome back. 12 minutes on the clock as we get set to finish this ball game, the fourth and final quarter coming up. Escambia Academy with the football and the lead. 28-22 the score. The ball inside the Pickens Academy 25 at the 24-yard line. Cougars need to keep the ball on the ground, eat up some clock, and just get the ball into the end zone. I formation behind quarterback Jacob Lee with the wide receiver split wide to the right. Man in motion, that's going to be 22, Devin Kelly. Handoff is going to be to Christian Crook at right tackle. He's going to get the ball inside the 20, all the way down to about the 17-yard line. Gain on the play of 6 yards. It'll be second down and 4. Second down and a long 4. 11 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in this ball game, way up here in Carrollton, Alabama, just to the west of Tuscaloosa. Cougars from the I. Handoff is going to be to Christian Crook. Christian Crook looks, cuts back, dragging tacklers down to near the 5-yard line. It's going to be a Cougar first down if there's no penalties on the play, and I don't see a flag from here. Referees are saying to tell the band to shut it down because the Cougars are on offense down here on this end of the field. And, of course, you know, I mean, you say what you want to. I don't have a problem with that because I think that's part of it. You know, I mean, if you've got a band and part of your band's responsibility is to play loud, but the white hat told them to shut it down. Cougars with the ball on offense. First down and 10 from first and goal from the 7. Jacob Lee back, ball's fumbled and coming out. Why are we throwing the football there? Cougars have moved the football all night long on the ground, and right there, all of a sudden we decide to get cute and throw a pass.
That time by the Park.
Ball comes all the way out to the 21-yard line after the fumble. Luckily enough that the Cougars were able to get on it. It's going to be first down and goal from the 21. Now Jacob Lee from the shotgun. Oh, no, he's under center. I was looking at the fullback thinking that was the quarterback. Here's the little toss pitch around this side, looking for running room. Got running room. That looks like Ty McCants, number 2 on the carry. Or actually, no, that's Christian Crook, 3.
Flag on the play.
You've put yourself behind the 8 ball right here by getting cute down at the goal line. Penalty flag on the play. Let's see what the penalty marker is. Still haven't seen a signal, but it looks like it's going to be roughing the passer. Oh, well, actually, I'm not sure what they just did, to be honest with you. They signaled it as roughing the passer, but they also signaled a sideline warning against the Cougars, and the ball moved forward. And now they're going to get together and talk about it, you know, and if you have penalties against both teams, those offset. But they're going to leave the ball where it is. It's going to be second down and goal from the 6 for the Cougars. Handoff is going to be to number 3. That's Christian Crook. Crook looking for running room inside the 5 down to about the 3-yard line. So it's going to be third down now, third down and goal.
We'll trim them up at the 4-yard line.
Okay, and now I do understand what the situation was on the other play. You had roughing the passer on them, and then you had a sideline warning on the Cougars, but it was not a penalty because you always get a freebie. So that was their freebie. 9:30 to go here in the ball game. Cougars with a 28-22 lead. Third down and goal. Penalty flags fly. It's going to be a false start against the Cougars. They can't get out of their own way right now. So what was pretty much a clean penalty-free game for 3 quarters, now that we get closer to the end, I believe everybody's now thrown a flag. Clock whistled into play. Clock counting down. 9:13, 9:12, 9:11 to go in the ball game. Cougars with the football. Third down and goal from the 9. There's the snap. The handoff is going to be, there's another penalty flag.
Flag on the play.
Let's see what this call is going to be. It's going to be against the Cougars. Personal foul against the Cougars. Wow. So what has been a penalty-free game for much of it, now all of a sudden that the Cougars are down there close, every call that can go against them goes against them.
Brings up 3rd and goal from the 24-yard line.
So it's going to be a 3rd and goal now. The ball backed all the way up to the 24-yard line. The only good thing is that the clock's still running. 8:46, 8:45 to go in the ball game. Cougars with a slot to the right side. Now Jacob Lee is in the shotgun. Man in motion. There's the snap. Handoff, no. Jacob Lee's going to keep it, looking for running room, and he's going to be stopped at about the 25-yard line on a good defensive play.
That was 23, Cole Gibson.
So number 23, Cole Gibson on the stop. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and goal, or basically a 4th down and 25 yards to go. The Cougars can't kick a field goal from that distance. Can't make a 1st down. You got to score a touchdown. The Cougars are going to have to, they're going to have to take a timeout. They're not going to get the playoff. They're going to have to take a timeout. And they do.
Timeout, Cougars.
So we'll just stay here for right now because this is a big part of this football game right here.
The concession stand wants me to let you know that all remaining Chick-fil-A's are $4, and hamburgers and hot dogs are, you guessed it, half price. Hamburgers, hot dogs, half
So the Cougars, with 7:48 to go in the ball game, have a 4th down and goal, which is a 4th down and 25. They are leading the ball game by a score of 28-22. They have led as much. I mean, they had a big lead early in the ball game, but they have allowed Pickens Academy to come back and score 22 points here. And now it's just a 6-point lead, so a touchdown by Pickens ties the game up. And any sort of extra point puts them ahead. Cougars offense back out on the field, facing a 4th and goal from the 25. Slot to the left, wide receiver to the right. There's the snap. Jacob Lee back to throw. Got a man open. Penalty flag is going to be pass interference.
And the pass is complete. Flag on the play.
The pass is complete for a touchdown. The pass interference will be declined, and the Cougars are going to score a touchdown and get the lead.
Interference on the Pirates.
So interference on Pickens Academy. That penalty is going to be declined. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Cougars. It's going to be pass interference against the Pirates. It's going to be a touchdown. So that's going to put 6 points on the board for the Cougars. 34-22 now with the touchdown on the 4th down and 25 reception into the end zone for the score. And now the point after. Sasser in, number 24. He's going to do the kicking. There's the snap. The kick is up. The kick is good from the left-footed young kicker for the Cougars. And he's kicked 5 for 5 tonight.
Just told that the kicker's brother is also the holder.
So 35-23 the score, and we'll take a break and come back. You're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore. You may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
Yeah, we got some laundry on the field.
Every neighborhood is different. Every home unique. But one thing is for sure, everywhere you go, you'll find people who take pride in their home. Indoors, outdoors, They're always working on something. At your local ACE, we're proud to play our part in the communities we serve. And we want you to know that whatever projects you're planning, whether they're big or small, we'll be there. Have a question? Come in and ask. Our associates will be glad to help. They'll show you everything you'll need to get started. Give you friendly tips and expert advice in getting great results. Helpful ways to help you save time and money. Painting a room a new color. Getting the lawn just right. From changing porch light to hanging pictures on the wall. If you need help, your local ACE is just minutes away. Stop by today. ACE, the helpful place.
See Bondurant Lumber and Hardware with locations in Bruton, Century, and Atmore.
And welcome back. 7:41 to go here in the ball game. Pickens Academy and Escambia Academy. Escambia with the lead. They don't have it up there yet, but it should be 35-23 is the score. $7:41 to go in the ball game. A penalty against Pickens is going to move the ball up. It's a 15-yard penalty, whatever it was against Pickens, probably unsportsmanlike or personal foul. So the Cougars are going to have an opportunity to kick it from the Pickens 45. The kick is going to be end over end, a reverse coming on the kickoff. And a good job there by the Cougars. Kickoff team as they go down and make the play. Pickens Academy tried to run a reverse. And it worked out pretty good for them because the ball was fielded all the way back near the goal line. But the ball comes out and is going to be spotted down, well, about the 18-yard line. They didn't quite make the 20. So really probably what they should have done, they'd have got 2 more yards if they'd have just let the ball go through the end zone for a touchback. Pickens now spreading everybody out. They know they got to throw here late in the ball game, trailing by how they're trailing. Quarterback being flushed out of the pocket, rolling. Good defense there by the Cougars as they knock the ball down. So now Pickens Academy having to do something that they're really not set up to do. They hadn't done it all night. But they're spreading the field and having to throw the football, and this is not something that they want to do offensively. Lining up from the shotgun, spreading the field out, rolling their quarterback out, looking to throw, and that's just not something that they've done any all night, and it doesn't look like they're really that comfortable doing it. Slot receivers to both sides, quarterback from the shotgun. There's the snap, high snap, looking downfield, being flushed, going to be sacked. Penalty flag coming down. Not sure what the flag's going to be.
Flag on the play.
Being told that it may be a face mask again. Thanks, Tim. It's not a handle. It is going to be a face mask against the Cougars. Face mask against the Cougars, and I guarantee you this late in the actually, they only mark it all 5 yards. They mark off a 5-yard variety face mask. It's not a personal foul. It's just an incidental. Second down and 13 for Pickens Academy. Quarterback from the shotgun, wide receiver split, slots to both sides. Looking to throw, running a little slant. Ball's thrown low. Receiver has to dive. Ball hits the ground first, incomplete. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 14. Ball inside the 10 at the Pickens Academy 9-yard line. 7:03 to go here in the ball game. 35-22 the score. Escambia Academy with the lead. They need a defensive stop. There's the snap. Quarterback back to throw. Rolling to his right. Being flushed. Still looking. Nobody open. Still looking. Still. And it looks like he hit a receiver far side. Receiver remains in bounds. He's pushed out of bounds. And if there's contact made inbounds, they don't give him credit for running out. So the clock will continue to run. It's going to be a fourth down.
Situation.
And the Pirates, on a 4th down and 4, they're going to go for it. Quarterback got a man open. Going to have enough for a first down.
Pass complete.
So number 23, Cole Gibson on the reception. It's going to be a first down. But he stays in bounds, so the clock gets whistled into running again. It's 6:15, 6:14 to go here in the ball game. Pickens with the football, still throwing. Quarterback being flushed. He's going to get hit from behind and gets taken down. No penalties on this play. So big defensive play there by the Cougars. As that play is going to lose about 4 yards, it's going to be 2nd down and 14. I believe that was 59 Brody Phillips on the tackle. Quarterback's going to keep it as he fakes to the back, runs the ball right up the middle. Ball's going to be just short of the 40-yard line.
Up to the 39-yard line.
So it'll be 3rd down now, 3rd down and 6. Actually 7. 3rd and 7, the ball at the 39. Clock running, 5:10 to go here in the ball game. Man open, far side, breaks the first tackle, gets a first down, and finally going to be driven out of bounds far side.
Be a first down for the Pirates.
And really, I may have spoken out of turn earlier. I said
we got a player down on the sideline.
As I may have spoken out of turn earlier and said that Pickens doesn't look comfortable
on the Cougar sideline. It's a Pirate
passing the football, but they don't look too bad. Got a player injured far side. It looks like it's going to be a Pickens Pirate, so coaching staff's going to run over there and check on him. All the Cougars gathered around there on one knee as they check on the injury. Don't have a number for him because he's way over on the other side. Clock stopped with 5:02 to go in the ball game. 35-22 the score. Escambia Academy in the lead. Pickens Academy with the football.
Give him a hand. Number 5, Brett Criswell.
Number 5. For Pickens Academy coming off, and he's under his own power. He's got a little limp, got a little wobble.
At the Pirate 49-yard line, 1st and 10.
Matter of fact, I recognize that little bit of wobble right there. That looks almost like a if you ever pull a hamstring, that's a hamstring, injured hamstring walk right there. That's what it looks like to me. Of course, I'm not a doctor, but I've played one on TV. But that's, that just has gotten hamstring, and just seeing the way he's moving forward, and now he's going to get down and they're going to stretch him. Quarterback on the scramble, looking to throw, got a man open. They make the reception.
Pass complete.
Pass is complete to number 19, Cole Livingston on the reception. And that's going to be a first down for the Pirates. The ball in Cougar territory, going to be spotted down at the Cougar 29-yard line. .452 to go in the ball game. Pickens with the football. Quarterback's going to keep it as he fakes to the fullback. and then just tries to follow him in the middle. But there's just not very much running to do right there in the middle of the field for these Cougars. Cougars have done a good job right in the middle of the field all night long.
While you watching your favorite team tomorrow.
Trip receivers to the right, wide receiver to the left. Quarterback with a back in the backfield, looking to throw. Gonna get hit from behind, and he does, and the ball goes into the ground as on a blitz, number 1. That's going to be Jacob Lee, comes from his cornerback position. And he came untouched.
Incomplete pass.
And hit the quarterback right in the middle of his 7. And the ball falls incomplete.
If you get those Chick-fil-A sandwiches tonight, you don't have to drive to Columbus or Tuscaloosa tomorrow.
They're marking off a penalty.
Right.
They're marking off a penalty against the Cougars.
20-yard line, 1st and 10 Pirates.
And I'm not sure what they marked off, but it was a big penalty. I've never seen a crew of referees that do not. They'll just mark off the penalty, and you have no idea of knowing what it is. Ball snapped over the quarterback's head, looking to throw. He's going to throw it out of bounds. He was outside of the tackle box, so there's no intentional grounding.
That's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
4:11 to go here in the ball game. Clock stopped with the incompletion. 35-22 the score. Ball spotted inside the 15 at the 14-yard line of the Cougars. Pickens Academy, wide receiver split slots to both sides. Quarterback looking to throw, going to throw a little wide receiver screen, and he drops it.
And pass incomplete.
And it's a good thing he did drop it, because 56 was right there, Charlie Sasser, the 11th grader, and Charlie had bad intentions for the receiver had the pass been complete. Third down and 10. Ball from the 14. Trips to the left, one wide receiver to the right. Quarterback right up the middle. He's going to try to run it, but he's not going to get very far as the Cougars stop him. The Pirates can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. They'll have to get the ball down inside the 4.
Timeout.
And the Pirates are going to take a timeout. We'll stay here. 3:52 to go in the ball game. Escambia Academy with the lead. Pickens Academy with the football, knocking on the door. So the band's playing. It's what Friday nights ought to be like. There's a drive. It's not to put the Pickens Academy Pirates ahead in the ball game, but they're battling from behind and have been battling this entire second half. It's just an absolutely gorgeous football night here in Carrollton, Alabama. 4th down and 9. There's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looking, got a man. Hits him, but it's not going to be enough for a first down.
Pass complete. Fails to gain the first down.
So it's going to be first down and 10 for the Cougars as they'll take the ball over on downs. They're going to be spotted at their own 10-yard line. So the clock stops with the change of possession. 3:46 to go here in the ball game, and the Cougars have the ball. And the Cougars are going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. With 3:46 to go in the game, the score is Escambia Academy 35, Pickens Academy 22. You're listening to Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore. You may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
The Heat Sports Grill and 30 Below Ice Cream, located at 110 North Main Street in Atmore, invite you in. From appetizers and sides to their famous bone-in or boneless chicken wings, or one of their fan favorites, delicious burgers, sandwiches, or hot dogs. And don't forget to leave room for dessert. The Heat Sports Grill has Wing Wednesdays, $1 bone-in from 5 to 8, and college football Saturdays, it's $1 bone-in all day. They open 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday. You can call ahead, 251-308-4238, or order online. The Heat Sports Grill and 30 Below Ice Cream, 110 North Main, Atmore.
No visit to Atmore is complete until you've experienced Gather. The Gather restaurant, located at 111 West Nashville Avenue in Atmore, has become the premier location for an incredible from delectable great food, incredible service, and charm. Saturday, 9 p.m. The Gather Restaurant is a proud sponsor of Escambia Academy Cougar Athletics.
Welcome back. Cougars with the football. First down and 10. The ball spotted at their own 10-yard line, 90 yards away from pay dirt, but they don't care about pay dirt right now. They care about 3:46 on the clock and running that out. Jacob Lee, the quarterback, he'll be under center. I formation, wide receiver split wide to the right, tight end to the left. Here's the handoff, going to be to the back, number 2. That's going to be Ty McCants. McCants spins after crossing the line of scrimmage. A gain of about 3 yards. It'll be second down and 7. And timeout is going to be called by the Pickens Academy Pirates.
We want to thank our folks from Escambia.
So really all they're doing right here is just burning their timeouts.
We pray you have a safe
And they may be out of them already. 3:26 to go here in the ball game. Cougars with the lead and the football, and they just need to not lay it on the ground or do anything silly with it. They need to hold on to that magic bean. And as has been said a whole lot, if you remember from way back, they just need to matriculate the ball down the field and run the clock out. And that's what we're hoping to do. 35-22 the score. This was a must-win for one of these two teams to end up making it as the 4 seed of AISA Class 2A Region 2. This could very well put the winner of this game into that 4th spot. And it means that you would at least make it to the playoffs. Of course, you will be a road team. You'll have to go on the road the first round. Matter of fact, you'll probably have to go on the road if you stayed all 3 rounds, being the 4 seed. But you would be a playoff team. At least you're in the tournament with an opportunity to play postseason football. And the way this year started for EA, nobody would have ever thought that. Handoff to the back. That's Christian Crook. Christian Crook with both hands on the football. He's just not wanting to put it on the ground. And got an injury for Pickens. As he comes off the field. So an injured Pirate, number 17. And he's got something going on. He's in a lot of pain right now, and they're talking to him on the sideline. Could be a shoulder, could be an elbow. His just left arm's just kind of giving him some issues. So it was not a timeout called by anybody, but it does allow the players on the field to get a little breather as they deal with the injured player on the sideline for Pickens Academy. And we certainly hope that young man's okay and is able to continue because he's probably, the way he's played tonight, he's probably one of that group of 10 seniors that celebrated senior night tonight here in Carrollton. 3:16 to go in the ball game. 35-22 the score. Escambia Academy with the football. Third down and 8.
For the Cougars.
See what the Cougars dial up here on third down underneath the shadow of their own goalpost. Man in motion. That's going to be Devin Kelly, number 5. Quarterback's going to keep it. Or actually, yeah, that is the quarterback. That's going to be number 1.
And that'll be a first down.
Jacob Lee. He gains enough for a first down, so that's going to be a first down for the Cougars. And they needed that because I believe that the Pirates are out of timeouts. Ball comes out across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Cougars with the football. Clock now inside 3 minutes at 2:56 and counting. I formation. Jacob Lee, the quarterback. Wide receiver split wide right. Tight end to the left. Cougars looking to snap it with about 3 seconds left. There's the snap. They get it down to 2. Handoff is going to be right up the middle. Really good defense there by the Pirates. But there again, the Cougars are just looking to eat clock. .224, clock counting down. 27, 26, 25 seconds to go on the play clock. So the Cougars can wait this thing out. They don't have to snap it again till it's inside 2 minutes. Cougars break the huddle. I formation steal. Jacob Lee, the quarterback, underneath center. Got a wide receiver split wide to the left. 3 seconds. They snap it with 2. Handoff's going to be to the I-back. Got some running room. That's going to be number 22. That's S.T. Clark, the 9th grader.
Cougar first down.
And S.T. picks up a Cougar first down, so that's going to move the chains. And the Cougars can just about get in the victory formation right here and just eat this clock up.
Well, folks, we've got one more home game before the Pirates go back on the road.
A minute and a half left in the ball game. And it does look like, well, the Cougars are lined up in the I formation. Wide receiver, wide left. Cougars will snap it with about 2 seconds to go. There's the snap. Handoff is going to be to the I-back. Diving ahead for yardage. That's going to be number 22. That's going to be S.D. Clark on the carry. Another 40 seconds goes on the clock.
Taking your trash to the nearest trash receptacle. We sure
Clock still running now, 59, 58, 57 seconds to go in the ball game. Cougars with the football on offense. Just kind of meandering around the football right now. 2nd down and 6. Second down and 6, play clock down to 10. Game clock down to 35 seconds. It's going to be the victory formation right here as they're going to take a knee. There's the snap. Jacob Lee backs up, takes a knee, and we're inside. Well, what have they done now? How in the world? If I was on that crew, me and the white hat we'd have a discussion on the way home, because why, with 27 seconds to go, do you throw a false start penalty on a kneel down? Come on, ref. What's that they do on ESPN sometimes? Come on, man. All right, so now the Cougars take a knee. No penalty flags, and the clock's going to run out. 20 seconds left to go. And that's going to do it from Pickens Academy. The Escambia Academy Cougars are going to pick up their 3rd win in a row. They lost their first 3. They lost 3 in a row and got beat 3 straight ball games to start the year. They made a coaching change, and they're marking off another penalty. Okay, so let me make the round down. I'm taking up the flags at this point. And even though that penalty is going against Pickens Academy, I mean, why do you even throw it? All right, so we're going to wind the clock again, and we'll try to do this. Anyway, what I was going to say, or what I was saying in the process, is that the Cougars were 0-3 after 3 games. Coaching change comes. They've won 3 in a row. And quite possibly tonight with this victory could have found themselves in the playoffs at the end of the year. Now, they've still got several games to go yet. And so so does this team from Pickens Academy. But the final score 38-22, and the Cougars pick up a win and are now 3-3. And they've got Patrician Academy next week, which Patrician Academy comes to Canoe. And then they will be at South Choctaw Academy and at Fort Dale to end the year. So the Cougars were 2-3 before tonight. They now leave here 3-3 and quite possibly could be a playoff game or a playoff team at the end of the year if everything works for them. So it all depends on what happened on the other end of everything. But I believe after looking at it and studying this quite a bit this week, I do believe that this victory puts the Cougars at least with that number 4 playoff team berth at the end of the year. But, of course, we'll just have to wait and see.